Hello.
This
Hello,
is
you
good.
guys!
1 second, apologies.
Guys, stop
That
requesting
same
to
moment.
speak. I won't drag you here.
All right, hello. Hi, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Okay,
It's
I
us.
think that was all the people that we expected to join. Thank you so much, Ray. You are an actual lifesaver.
Alright.
Yes,
Yay.
you're
Guys-
free to do whatever
I'm
it is
free.
you need to do.
I'm free. Alright. Catch you all later.
All right.
Bye.
Okay. Now we can officially start, unless Dakota wants to join me in my little background building session on Lego Fortnite. It's completely optional, but it is open.
That is, you know what? Sure, absolutely.
Thank you.
I will say I have like 40 minutes and then I gotta go to dinner, but
No worries.
I
Hopefully
will-
it shouldn't take
Oh,
too long.
Soze wants us or someone to record this.
Oh, I don't have any recording software, so
hi,
I won't be able to.
Soze!
You have the devil.
You will record this or else.
I straight up don't even have a recording software, so it's got to be one of these three.
On my
I cannot. Oh,
I
someone
have
in chat
all-
is recording.
Okay,
Oh,
okay. See,
okay.
we have
Someone in
people,
chat
and then
is-
That is
if you do
recording.
upload
Thank
it,
you, legends.
just please
Thank
let us know.
you. Thank
Oh
you
my
so
god,
much.
and they're called.
And they're called what? Oomph. She died.
Snow, where'd you go?
Oh, my Miku skin? I can do that.
They got
I can do
her.
that.
Snow!
Mister got her. Alright, well, I have to go eat breakfast, but I hope you enjoy whatever it is the hell you are doing in here.
We're doing great things.
I've got no fucking clue. I straight up joined this like last second. Like I'm just here.
Why
Okay,
are you playing?
guys.
Is this Fortnite? Why are you
Look,
playing
there's
Fortnite?
a lot of things going
Fortnite,
on.
I guess.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, Snow says their PC died.
Oh, okay.
No.
Just another slight delay then on the Q&A, but this is good because it is going to be the most comprehensive questions ever.
I on 0% user volume and I don't know why.
I have a couple ideas why, but I won't say them here.
Oh my god. Well,
Don't you have to go
I feel
fight a
like that's
kangaroo or
great
something?
place. Now we're curious. What is the backstory behind that?
I don't.
Do you guys have tea?
I don't.
Our sessions get very loud.
No, I think I must have been in a previous voice chat with you on this server, like a public one, and maybe I was recording and I just like decided to mute you because you were being loud.
What?
Oh,
I'm a very respectful person.
I don't know.
Okay, I actually never asked this. Did different VAs do their like live sessions with different people? Because I feel like in the end, I was doing mine mostly with Star. What
Well,
about you
okay,
guys?
so there's a story there. So there was one time I did it with Taco. Because Saze was like, I can't do it right now. Taco, can you take over? Taco said yes. And then I proceeded to talk to Taco about literally anything but the script for about 4 hours. It actually got so off track that I got in my car, went to a boba shop, and was just sitting in my car, like talking to Taco with boba in my hand. And then Saze gets back into the call while I'm still doing that. And Saze goes, "Oh, like how far did you guys get?" And we went like, "Oh, page 137." And Saze goes, "Wait, that's the page that we left off on." And Taco goes, "Hee."
I don't even remember that. That's insane.
It was so funny. Oh, you were so mad too.
I extinguished it from my memory.
You were so angry.
I don't remember that.
You were so pissed off.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, that was the only time I didn't do it with Saze. Actually, no, I think the other times, I think I did it with Star at one point for prologue, but I think that was only for one session.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
like I did it with a couple people, And then Star did it with some other people. I think Star did most of them, but I did Damon, I did Snow, Diana, I did Winona, I did Ulysses, I did Jean, and then Jean did like a second take because I think we were having too much fun the first time and we were kind of laughing too much, so like the takes didn't end up coming out that good.
No, I remember Dee saying like there was like three read takes of the lines because it was like the first time he wasn't satisfied, the second time he wasn't satisfied, and then he was like, let me do it one last time. And then that one was the one used, I think.
Yeah.
My favorite John line is pirate.
That is a good one.
My favorite
Yeah, I
Kai line is the oh
refuse.
shit.
I can't do any other directors besides Sazi. I only had to work with the others because I had to do retakes. Not retakes. It was there was just like a couple that didn't get into our session or were like passed over or missed. It's just because when I record, I usually do self-directed. So when I have other people, it's like it has to be someone I trust like 100%. So Sazi's my go-to. I wouldn't work with anyone else, and if I did, I'd be quitting. I wouldn't be here right
Thanks,
now.
bestie. Also, I was really upset because I remember there was one time where like it was fun doing really badly, and I'm so upset it didn't get caught on the audio because I remember losing my mind over that.
Yes, that was probably the most devastating night. Was just I'm so glad I completely trashed that setup. That setup doesn't exist anymore and it will never happen again. But for context, it was I used to record with my booth, but it would trail to my PC outside. So I'd be doing long sessions that I'd edit down. And that includes just like it would be really long audio wise, it would be a mess storage wise because of how big the files were. Um, After that, thankfully, I saved up enough for a MacBook, and I just record with that when I'm on with Saws, and it's a lot more easier. We get the sessions done a lot faster, and that will never happen again.
It's something I remember losing my mind when you said pimple.
There's so much there that if it released, I don't know. I don't know if it would be entertaining, but it would definitely be at least like an hour of like blooper content.
Could you send it to me? Because I don't think I've ever actually listened to the full thing.
No, I've sent you like I'm pretty sure I've sent the full. Okay, I won't be able to
Wait,
send it
maybe
now.
you did. It's been a while.
Maybe I sent them to the Star. I'd have to check that.
Yeah, I made you do. How many voice lines did you have?
Too many.
Like 400? Oh my god.
Also, is there like a reason for that? It was just something that now that you're here, because I swore I thought the protagonists usually have the least amount of lines compared to everybody, but god damn,
No,
Damon
it's the
talks.
opposite. Because it's the opposite because the the protagonist speaks a lot because they have to explain stuff. Like they have to be like, no, that's wrong. This is what actually happened. Yeah, as Lapis put it, it's because Prodags never shut the hell up. So
That is that is
you get
true.
like 400 lines.
It's like when I compare it to someone like Makoto and Byakuya Togami, I swear he doesn't talk that much, but maybe I'm just misremembering.
They're just so forgettable.
Yeah, you're right, huh? I never knew that because I just always think about like the people who make it to like the end of the game. But no, Makoto talks like an hour and a half, which by the way, I'm almost halfway there to that. So by the time if everything goes right and we do get to a full game, I I think my runtime's probably gonna blow all the other protagonists out the water.
Yeah, well, sorry about that in advance because it's not changing.
Les's Wi-Fi is going crazy right now.
Yeah, sorry
Okay.
about that.
Oh.
Okay,
Okay.
I may be back. I have to have breakfast now.
Enjoy your
I'm big-
breakfast. Enjoy your kangaroos and
Oh,
such.
that is so weird to think about. Like I always forget about time zones.
Okay,
True.
see you
Have a
later.
nice breakfast. See you
Bye.
later.
Later.
Bye.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Mm.
Robbie did, which is like close the entire thing instead of
Can I please? Oh,
yeah. Like that's what Robbie did, where he cut you off at the end of saying "Cantaritos Bayari."
What happened?
Yeah, so Salsa accidentally ended the whole event.
okay.
Oh.
Cool.
Oh, that was too funny.
Yo, this
So
is
is
the
everyone
craziest
back?
shit in the world, dude.
I know Lou's had some problems Wi-Fi wise, but is everything good now?
So it's storming
Salsa's
over here, so I might
reaction.
die
That's
periodically.
fine. You'll
Uh,
survive.
Oh, I can't make the joke.
What joke?
Well, you said I might die. Well, you already did.
Ooh. Okay.
Damn.
So
Oh.
if you guys want to start, I can get like a full thing going here. I do have some questions prepared, and then after that we can start going a little freeform before we go into like the full like game discussion.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
So we can
Again,
start.
I only have about like 30 minutes ish.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
okay.
I would love to just get through like the pre-prepped ones, and then hopefully we'll be done before that. So I was thinking the order we can start with start with Luz, Snow, you, and then me for these questions. Just get a good order going, so we're not like worrying about that.
Okay, got you.
Nice.
Okay, so question number one for Eden Studios Actors on Actors. Luz, what got you into the idea of voice acting? I'm not talking about just doing it like consistently. I'm talking about just what inspired you to be like look at it and say, "Hey, that's something I want to do."
Oh, so I started with I was like an intern at a radio station, and like literally like the exact intern you'd think of that does nothing. Just like welcomes guests, and like sometimes they let me handle the board and just shadowing people, and after I did that for 6 months, they were like, "Hey, 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. Thursday night. Nobody wants this freaking slot. Do you want to co-host late night radio dramas?" And I was like, "Yes." And that's when I just kind of started doing it by necessity, because that was like the only thing that I could host. And it wound up being fun, so I was like, I'll just stick with it.
Hell yeah.
That's super cool.
I love that.
Thanks.
Yeah, I have
It
a friend
was
like that in
very cringe.
college. He started with radio stuff.
Yeah, it
That's
was I in hindsight I can't believe I did that. I go to bed at like 10 p.m. now. I don't know how I was working at 1 a.m.
It's funny. I was actually going to do that at one point. I remember
Yo!
going into radio was something that I was considering for college, and then I ended up going more into a theater background, and it all kind of ended up coming together
Ooh.
anyway. So what is it? That's really funny.
Nice.
Oh, let's go.
All right, pass to I think Snow is next.
Mhm. Oh yeah, if you want to do that, like that's perfect. Like, oh, when you're finished, you could say, "All right, I'm passing to the next person." That'll make it go by a lot faster.
All right,
Yeah,
passing
so-
the mic.
I won't make my answer too long since I have like answered it before in a couple of interviews.
Mhm.
But for me it was I was like really struggling in school cuz I am a neurodivergent special needs little bean
Mhm.
and I needed a lot of help, and school was like, "Oh, that's cool, but like we cannot give you that." So they honestly like didn't know what to do with me, and I was like, "Well, that's not my problem, that's your problem." So when I turned 18, um my mom was like kind of like asking me like, "What do you want for your birthday?" And the only answer that I had was, "I want to drop out of school." Because it was just like torture every day kind of. And then she said like, "Okay, we'll do that. So then I was at home, had like nothing to do basically. And then first I started doing K-pop covers.
I did not
like
know that.
Yeah, like singing covers. And then gradually it went from like singing covers to kind of like doing little voice acted bits, kind of like in the like idol style at the start of like, I'm Snow and this is the cover, yay! um and then, I just really started enjoying that, so then I started looking up more voiceover related stuff. It really connected with me. Like, it was like voice acting is honestly the best way for me to creatively express myself. Aside from still singing, I still love to sing. Um, but yeah, that is like my way of, because like I'm sure like other neurodivergent people can relate that, you know, uh, saying your emotions is really difficult, and like especially vocalizing those. So when you don't have to do it as yourself, but you can do it as a character and learn from the character how to communicate that certain emotion, um, that is like everything to me. So yeah.
Aw,
Oh yeah.
thank you
All
for
right,
sharing that,
passing.
dude. I never
Yeah.
knew that.
Yeah. All right, passing it to Dakota.
I'm trying to get some images together really fast because I feel like it's just going to be easier to show it. But basically, I started with theater in high school, and then I ended up transferring over to college. And I was like, I don't know if college, I don't know if like theater is like a, acting is like a viable career route, because I didn't really know how accessible like voice acting was. It just never crossed my mind. So I actually started going into photography at first. And I had been doing that for quite a while. I did a lot of shoots, a lot of senior photos for friends and such. Here, I'm actually trying to grab some of the photos now that I used to take. Let's see here. But yeah, so basically when I was in college, I started going for photography. Then I got into a class called History of Photography. And on the final day before we could drop out, the teacher basically was like, hey, just I wanna tell you all about this now before, like, you guys can't like have to pay for the class before you can drop out and get a refund, because I don't think that in good conscience it's a good idea to let you do that without
Damn.
knowing the state of the industry. And so he pulled up a projector, he showed 5 photos, and was like, all right, this first one looks really beautiful, right? We're like, yeah. And he was like, okay, well, the second one looks really beautiful, right? Yeah. And so we kind of went through the images like that. And then he goes, all right, today's a pop quiz. One of these images is a real photo. All of the others are made in Blender. And we went,
No.
oh shit. And he goes, by the end of class, I need you all to tell me which one is the real one. And so
Oh.
that was our day with that. So it was crazy. We had a really, really, it was a fun time, but also like a holy shit. What the hell? And we basically ended up getting it wrong. And then at the end, he goes, well, that was a trick question. All of them were made in Blender. And we're like, what? And so he starts going, yeah, technology is getting to a point where if you want to be a photographer, you don't even have to like go outside anymore. You can just do it from like the comfort of your own home. So if you want to get into this, you got to be like on your A game, or maybe this is something, maybe it's like you need to go look for something else, right? And
Damn.
I was like, damn, like I will say that saved me a lot of time, because I really was already considering it, right? And so I was like, I love it as a hobby, but like as a business pursuit, like I was never as on top of it as I needed to in order to make it like a career, basically. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna drop out of that. And then I ended up doing theater, had a blast, got my associates in it, and then COVID ended up happening. And then there was a friend of mine who had seen all of the plays I had done both in high school and college, and her aunt used to be in a bunch of the Burger King and like McDonald's and Toyota commercials, right? And she was like, "Yo, there's this voiceover thing, like you should try it out. There's a video game project I'm in. Send me a couple samples of your voice and I can talk to the director about making you like an extra just to see if you like it." And I was like, "Oh, that sounds sick as fuck." So I did that, sent it over, and then I ended up getting into it. Had a blast. The project totally fell through, unfortunately, but what is it? I had a lot of fun with it, and in my time with theater, I realized that there are a lot of like fake agencies and scams in the acting world. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a year to learn it, and then I'm gonna jump into it. And then around when that year was over was when Eden's Garden posted their audition, and that's how I'm here.
Oh my god. That's crazy. And it's a really smart approach too, but an awful wake-up call.
It was well, I mean, I don't know. I didn't really see it as a bad wake-up call because I was like this I had already been thinking it with photography that I just didn't like. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I thought I was pretty good at it too, but I just wasn't as committed, you know what I mean? But as soon as I got into voiceover, I was busting my ass because I just fell in love with it immediately. So so that is how I got into voiceover, and that's an extra question of how I got here into Eden's Garden. And then in VC chat, these were a bunch of the photos that I took when I was doing photography.
Ooh.
Oh, I love that third one.
Yo,
The second one
sick.
really good.
Oh, actually, wait, one of them
That's a
did not
duck.
transfer over. 1 second. Here was another one. Yeah, so what is
Yeah,
it? Yeah,
bro.
that is my how I got to be a voice actor. And I will pass it over to Carlito.
Okay. I will give you one negative demerit because you answered 2 in 1, but that's good because you have to leave later, so that's why I let you go on. Because we are getting into the how did we get here now question very soon. But I did very much enjoy
it was
that.
it was kind of a combined answer.
Yeah,
it
2 in
was
1.
literally right after, yeah.
For me, the reason why I was splitting it just because like mine's happened. It was like there was like a huge gap in between like where I am now and like how I actually got into it. This is like very like small, but I was watching 2011. This is when Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions came out. And I'm a little fucking kid when this happened. And I had access to one of the behind the scenes video, and it was just a full voice acting breakdown on the process because while it may have been like, just a normal game at the time, on the voice acting side, it was a celebration of the character's history in terms of voice acting by having VAs from the past 30 years of Spider-Man come back to reprise roles in different ways. And I saw that, and I saw how varied and just wildly different all of them were, but they were coming together to play the same person that inspires so many other people. And it made me think, as someone like POC and everything, just, I don't have to look a certain way or be a certain way to be able to portray a character that is on that level. And from then on out, I looked into what I can do in terms of expanding my range and being able to get to that point. And unfortunately, when high school came around and middle school, I decided to like really lock in on academics. And I mean, that's not a bad thing. I did really well in school, but I ended up leaving
Hell
voice
yeah.
acting behind a bit. And it's something that really stuck with me in terms of like building my confidence as an actor. And it's not like I completely dropped it. I did do theater in high school because it was something I really wanted to do, and B, I ended up finding my passion for being able to portray different people with such small I would call it like range of motion, because that's like the thing with voice actors, right? We have to be able to express so much with just our voice, and not being able to rely on any other visual cues for the audience. We really just have to give it 120% every single time we step in the booth. And I think it's a neat challenge, but also something that, is something to look at. And yeah, that's how I got into voice acting as a concept. The next question I would say is, do you guys have any voice acting inspirations or voiceover artists that have inspired you or that you have sought guidance towards, whether it's like someone you've taken a class for or just someone you've looked at and say, oh, I want to get that career one day, maybe? And we'll start with Luz again.
Ooh. That's a tough one. Can I pass to Snow while I think about it?
Oh boy.
All right, yeah, don't give her any time to think about it.
So, okay, so inspirations, right?
Hmm.
I definitely have a lot of inspirations in the voice acting world. First of all, it might be a little bit cringy to say, but like everyone on the team with me, of course. You guys inspire me every day.
Wholesome.
Wholesome.
That's a cop-out answer. I'm kidding.
I mean, but I have always loved Erica Harlacker, Laura Bailey, Sean Chiplock, Keith Silverstein. And I appreciate them for their talent and how hard they worked. But I am also very, very appreciative of the fellow neurodivergent or disabled voice actors like Erin Fitzgerald. And I forgot her name, but she is Kale in Genshin Impact. And she has like so many physical conditions, but she goes through so many like medical things, but she still freaking gets in the booth and does it. Yeah, Christina. She is just phenomenal. Like I'm just like, you know, I really hope to like sit down with her at some point and just talk to her. Because sometimes I feel like giving up because it's so difficult. But to see that she's still doing it, I'm like, you know, if she can do it with everything she's going through, then like I can do it as well, you know? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Valid, man.
So I would say that.
Oh yeah. Still thinking, Luz?
I can take it. I feel so. The reason I had to pause on this is because I feel like I'm a traitor to say that, like, I mean, the majority of the voice acting that I encounter with, aside from radio, would have been anime, and I'm 100% a sub, not dub person. So I don't know a lot of English voice actors. I mean, I know of them, but like, I will always just like my favorite voice actor of all time is Maria Issei. And in the anime side of things, and then I guess in the radio side of things, I freaking love Garrison Keeler. And something that I took from him is just like the way that it sounds like something like bro can just be like, you would never know he has a script. Sometimes you're like, is he just talking? So yeah, I feel like that's not the answer everyone hoped for, and I also feel like my entire being here is a little bit of a mistake. So maybe it's on brand. That I don't have a good answer for this, and with that, I'll pass.
Okay. Well, first of all, you being here is not a mistake. You are a pleasure to have on the cast, and you
Oh
bring
my
your A
God.
game every
Oh my
single
God.
time.
Oh my God. Your Eva is so fucking good. I remember we were playing through chapter 1 and we were like, I cannot even imagine who else we would have cast for this.
No,
Like,
genuinely,
oh my
because
God, some of those screaming lines. Oh, so good.
That's perfect.
because
So good.
I just gotta say, like, it might not be super nice for Luce to hear though, so I kind of like want your like permission.
Sure. What?
Okay, because like in the like at first when like people first meet Ava, they're like, oh, I freaking hate her voice. Like, what even is this? But
Yeah.
then like as you get to know her and like understand what her character is about, it's like you see them going, oh my God, I'm so sorry for even like saying that. Like, this is literally one of the best characters and voices ever. I mean, me from the start, I was like, I mean, hell yeah, like.
I mean,
But-
personally, I'll jump in there as well. Like there for a minute there when I did hear your interpretation of Eva, I've admitted this on I think the Pixel Partners. Like
Yeah,
at first
you did, yeah.
I wasn't so sure on it, but like as soon as I heard you in prologue, I went, damn, you're good. Like holy
Dude.
shit. So you know, I'm incredibly pleased that you're on the team, and I'm incredibly pleased that you're playing Eva.
And it was actually
God.
kind of similar with Carlito. Like he said it a few days ago, where people were like, "Oh, I didn't expect Damon to sound that like low, that deep."
I hate the trailer lines so much
Oh,
because I didn't have
why?
Sazi in my booth. I did the same lines pretty much for the actual game, and someone did notice it in the comment section that I do voice Damon differently in game versus that original like voice actor reveal. It's just like I don't know. I did voice him a lot deeper originally, and it does slip back. I just want to give him more of like a range, but yeah, like I get that. Circling back, it's weird hearing that there was like such like a knee-jerk reaction to Ava's voice because I was always on board with the interpretation just because of like from what I've read with the character, and I was like, guys, I was a huge Eden's Garden fan like before I even got cast, and me and my friend Yari, she used to be really like active in the server,
Yari, I
would
love
just all the time just talk about like Eden's Garden fan theories and all that. And so like I already had like a version of like Ava in my head, and it was very much like I was thinking, okay, this is going to be the Danganronpa equivalent of like the Kyoko, the Magi, like you know, like
Right.
the atypical support. So when I saw it was, you know, that type of voice, I'm like, okay, yeah, this makes sense. Let's do this. So yeah, day one supporter on that, and I'm again glad you're part of the team.
That means so much coming from you guys because I really respect all the work you do.
And we respect the work you do as well.
Oh,
Totally.
you. I think I'm passing to Dakota then.
Dakota, yeah.
Mhm.
So it's a couple of people, and it's changed over time. So it started off with Aaron Dismuke, who is the voice actor for Senku and Doctor Stone. Because I liked the sort of gravel that he had when he talked. I also liked Max Middleman, specifically his performance on Ryuji from Persona 5. Because that taught me how to kind of play a lot more punk characters, and like you know just I basically like found some people that I was like, okay, what kind of work would I want to bring to the table, and then I just kind of studied all of their work to hear the different performances that they gave, to be like, okay, how do they deliver things, like what's their thought process like when they look at a character, like how do they say words in a way that I do not, and how do I combine both of those. So I thought both of those were super helpful. And much like Snow, because Snow had mentioned this, there was a time I was thinking of quitting voiceover. Actually, it was about a year and a half ago. And so I was kind of like, okay, maybe I need like a new perspective. I'm gonna go look into maybe a mentor or something. And so I was browsing around. I was emailing a bunch of people, being like, "Hey, like, who's good for this?" Like, or like emailing coaches in general and being like, "Hey, like, what are your prices?" Da da da. And so there was one who really stood out, and it was Richard Horvitz. Whoever doesn't know who Richard Horvitz is, it's Invader Zim, Moxie from Hell of a Boss. Yeah, he. So I had reached out to his assistant, who is his wife, and I was like, "Hey, like, I'd like to know what prices are like what for classes." And she goes, "Well, just so you know, regardless of the price, what is it? It was around November of 2022, and Richard was like, Richard's wife was like, well, he's booked until like end of January." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, well." It was beginning of November. I was like, okay, like there's no way for me to know where I'm going to be at financially in 3 months. So like, it's like because at that time I was still kind of like, you know, just getting in my first apartment. Like there was a lot of things happening at once. So I was like, I can't really know like where I'm going to be at. Right. So I was like, okay, well, no worries. Have a great day. And so then an hour later, Richard reached out to me and said, "Hey, do you want coaching?" And I said, "Huh?" And because his website only said classes and stuff, and his wife had only mentioned classes too. Like coaching was not even like mentioned. And so I was like, sure. And so I ended up learning from Richard for about 6 months. And what is it? So he was my coach for 6 months. We did a lot of sessions together, really fun. And he kind of he pretty much gave me a new perspective on acting and how to do it in a healthy way, and like and he made me very aware of how much pressure I was putting on myself, which I still do at times, but you know, he opened my eyes very much to what the right perspective to be looking at this business as, in a way that's fun and in a way that like is like, hey, like we're here to do something really fucking cool, right? So I appreciate Richard for that. He's definitely become a big inspiration for me from that. Another one that I got to meet because I met him was Bryce Pinkham, who plays Stolas. I ended up meeting up with Richard and over at one of the conventions that he was at, and I was with Kevin actually, and Bryce was there,
God.
and so because I went up to Bryce and I was like, "Hey, I'm one of Richard's students. I wanted to ask about like your perspectives and some of your thought processes," and he was like, "Sure." And so then Bryce ended up giving me a ton of notes. He invited me to his panel. I got to be able to take notes there too. He told me, he's like, "I want you to be in front of the Q&A line and I want you to ask a question." I was like, "Fuck yeah." And so basically Aaron Dismuke and Aaron Dismuke and Max Middleman were my original inspirations. And then I think a lot of the teachers that I've met, including Bryce and Richard, have definitely helped light a fire in my stomach, but from a completely different perspective that I had before. So the very long answer, sorry, but yeah, that would be my full answer.
Hell yeah. And I'm
Alright,
going next, right?
I'm gonna throw the
Yeah.
mic somewhere.
Okay, yeah, I completely forgot the order. I was locked in. We did that castle like crazy.
Dude, oh my god, that was a fucking speed run, bro.
We locked in. Okay, so for me, my biggest voice acting inspirations, I would definitely have to say just Yuri Lowenthal, Johnny Young Bosch, and Robbie Damon.
Ooh,
The work they do
banger.
is something I
Oh,
think
yeah, they're pretty
Persona was a
incredible.
big one for me. I think Persona has like some of my favorite voice acting. Especially with 5, I love Robbie Damon as Akechi in 5 so much. And I've had the
Mm.
pleasure of like talking to him a couple times and like just I've directly mentioned how like you've been doing this for so long and you've played like such a big range of characters, because I adore how he doesn't just do anime and games. Like he really does have such a wide range of what he does. I remember he said one of his favorite projects he's ever done was Breadwinners on Nickelodeon. And I'm like, you know what, man? I don't agree with you, but you do you. Um, and Yuri Lowenthal is just he's been in the game for so long, and he's still doing it, and he does it so well. I really loved him. Again, Persona, Gurren Lagann, Ben 10, Naruto, just such good work. Johnny Young Bosch, DR2. He's my favorite protagonist. The way he does Hajime is so good, especially with just how natural he makes it and how he comes off. And I think he did really well in the anime. This is a little fun fact. For Izuru Kamakura in Danganronpa 3, he actually didn't voice him for an entire episode, and he got the voice actor of Soul Evans from Soul Eater to take over, and it wasn't listed or told in the main credits. It was said after, because Johnny Young Bosch has a band and he went on tour while they were recording, so he just called
Oh my
in
God.
his friend, and he was like, do you want to do this, because they sound really similar. and that it's in the anime. You can watch it now and it's still like that. But yes, those guys are just phenomenal. I really do look up to them in terms of what they do, and they've all voiced Spider-Man, so that's always gotta have a common
Definitely a
denominator.
bonus. It's definitely a bonus.
So when are you voicing Spider-Man? I'm just saying.
It's
No,
coming.
he better,
It's
he
coming. It's in the
better.
pipeline.
Let's
Good.
go.
It's definitely like my biggest like bucket list thing ever, easily.
Really quick,
Aw.
I actually do gotta get going, but
Aw.
thank you all for having me.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you for joining
Thank
us.
you
It
for
was really a pleasure.
joining.
Sorry, I hope my answer wasn't too long.
No, yours was great. It was
No,
great.
not
I
at all.
love
We
comprehensive
had to-
answers.
I got
Had
time.
to maximize our Kai time while we had
Mhm.
you.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank
Um,
you.
All right, cool. I will talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Our next question for Actors on Actors is done. Oh, this is a fun one. Who were you guys gunning for in the auditions that you just really hoped you got? And like you can be honest, like, oh, if it was someone that you didn't get, or just oh, if you were hoping you were gonna get the character you got.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh. I hope I'm not answering two questions in one with this. And I'm about to rip off the cringe band-aid. I totally auditioned ironically. I freaking came to Project
Wow.
Eden's Garden through. Okay, I feel like I have to give context. I'm ripping off the band-aid. I was like really into killing game role plays. Like I was in a diehard group of people who were like cutthroat.
No
Like
way.
we were fucking shit up. It was like really intense, and I'm still very good friends with them. But we were like somebody just like posted in the server like, oh look, they're making like this really like intense looking like Danganronpa fan game, and we
Did
were
they
like,
become a fan?
oh, we're all fans. Like we all like.
No, I mean, like, are they now
what?
an Eden's Garden fan?
Oh yeah, oh yes, we all are.
Aw.
Like I mean, we did not ironically like our admiration for the project was not ironic, but all of us were just like, who the hell are we? You know, we all went in and auditioned, and like with like considering ourselves as nobodies, so I'm pretty sure we auditioned for everyone and didn't really like care. So I just was like, I didn't even think that I was gonna get cast. I thought we were just like, this was just like a fun thing. We just like rated the casting call and like all did our funny impressions. So I don't think I was really gunning for anyone. I think we were just like having a funny time, and I see in the comments that I'm glitching. Am I glitching for you two?
No.
Oh shoot.
You're a bit like robotic at times,
My
but
Really?
Wi-Fi is having a stroke. But anyways, I guess the last thing I'll say is when I was auditioning for Eva, like she was the one person I think I maybe thought about for like a couple seconds. And I was just like, oh, she's gonna be an edgelord, and that's gonna suck. And I was like, I think I'd like her character if she wasn't an edgelord, so I'm gonna give her a non-edgelord voice. And then they like contacted me later and were like, we were looking for someone who wasn't gonna give her a mysterious voice. And I was like, hey guys, you like I am flattered you chose me, but I think if you just like gave different directions in your casting call, you could get like an actual VA. And they're like, no. And that's how it happened.
Good.
Pass to snow.
oh hi, I'm still here.
You better be.
So I'm just like a really boring answer, just like I just auditioned for Diana and that was it. I mean, how I auditioned for Diana though, I already also explained it a little bit, but it's like I already knew Sweden before the project, and he was in another thing with me, like another killing game kind of thing. He was like, hey Snow, I am an active like on here now, but I moved to this other server, Eden's Garden. Here's the trailer, like of course I'm gonna like recommend you, because he did that like all the time. But he was like, well, obviously like you might still need to just like audition, and I was like, well, of course, like but I just like remember the first time I joined a VC, and I really liked Eloise back then. I still love her, but I was just like, damn, like this girl, she kind of like looks like me. Like I look like Eloise, and I was just like,
See?
I was like, I want to voice this character that kind of looks like me. And then I joined the voice chat, and there, like a couple of writers were hanging out together in the VC, as well as like, like some closer staff members, and uh, and I just start talking, and it's like silent for a second, and it's just, so who's talking right now?
They
And I'm
were
like,
sussing you out.
and I'm like, oh, me, like, and they're like, yeah, oh my god, like, I don't know what it is, but like, your voice, it's exactly like what I envision for like a Diana in the future, maybe. Are you planning to
Oh.
audition? And I'm like,
Oh.
yeah, I will. Um, of course they couldn't say like anything to like hype me up, because I still had to try. But I feel like that made it like scarier for me in a sense, because it's like, wow, I got this like really big compliment.
Oh, like
Imagine
your
if
hopes
there's
got
just
up.
yeah, my hopes got up, and I was like, oh, what if there's just like someone better though?
Oh
Like,
no!
so I got really nervous, and I was on the verge of not even trying. And then one of the staff members who had become like a really close friend of mine, I was just like crying to them in a call, and they're like, Snow, like, please just audition, like, at least try out. And I was like, okay, I will. um but yeah, that was a really tough time for me. um I was going through it. I can't lie. I tell every person, please don't get attached to any character you audition for, because yeah, that's not a good idea. I made my mistake in that, and I don't recommend for other people to do that. Um, but yeah, I can luckily, like, I am so thankful that I got it, obviously. However, I know this isn't going to happen always. I just got really lucky this time.
I mean, you also earned it. You're like the
It's
best voice for
yeah.
Diana I could have
Aw.
conceptualized.
It was so, like, when I was like listening to the interview of Aji and Daz with the Pixel partners, Aji was just like, "Oh, I totally understand why my audition kind of immediately got rejected." Because the moment I heard Snow, I was just like, "Ah, okay, it makes so much sense." And I was like, "Oh, that's so sweet." And they also said like, there is no one that loves Diana more than Snow does, which is like, oh, thank you. Yeah, that's kind of it for me. It's a bit boring, but
No, it was destiny.
Mhm.
aw.
We pass into Carlito.
Yes, passing to Carlito.
Oh God, I forgot you went. I'm sorry, I got locked in on this mention. Okay, so for me, look, I will do a thing. I'll put a message here, and
Oh.
I'm putting a stretch goal. If it gets 50 reacts, I will stream my auditions for all the other characters I did. Um, because it is so embarrassing, but I was so desperate to get onto this project. You don't understand. I was in my prime Danganronpa era. I was doing my series replay and everything, and me and Yari, because we were in a voice acting group that we made together, and we were just like looking for roles for each other, and she showed me it, and I was absolutely blown away by the trailer, except for Tozu's original design with the little anime boy
Oh
hair.
no.
I was like, "What? Get that toupee off that man." um but I
That's
saw the
funny.
list of characters, and I was so enamored by I'm gonna have to break character. I did actually like Damon when I auditioned for him.
You should like Damon. I freaking love him. He's great.
No, he's amazing. I adore the rival deterrent characters. I love Byakuya, Nagito, and Kokichi. Like with all my hearts, they're my favorite characters in the franchise. Besides a couple others, like mainly the protagonist, because I'm boring and I like the protagonist characters. So when I went for Damon, my main inspiration was Shuichi Saihara and Johnny Young Bosch, because Johnny Young Bosch was a flip on Makoto. Because Makoto's before we go any further, I let you know, like that type of really high pitched voice, and then Johnny Young Bosch shows up and he's like, I guess I should introduce myself. My name is Hajime Hinata, like that type of voice. And I enjoyed the deeper voice. I enjoyed that it was in like, you know, for this type of game. So I thought I'd channel like a bit of that when going for Damon. And thankfully it worked, because holy hell, there was so many auditions. I think it was like 340 or something. I just thought I wasn't going to get it. I woke up, I actually have the text from Sazi here.
Yo.
February 2nd, 2022 at 5 a.m. in the morning, before class. Mind you, I was a junior in high school when I auditioned, and I was finishing up high school when I actually got cast. There was a huge gap of time, so I really just kind of had to like, I stopped interacting with the server. I just like tucked my phone. I was like, I'm not doing any Eden's Garden stuff till like a cast announcement, because I'm either going to continue supporting it as a fan or continue as a VA, but I'm not going to do this like purgatory in between thing. So that's mainly what I was going for. Oh god, it already has 120.
It was like within seconds you passed 50.
Okay, I'll get the stream up for that. It's gonna take a second.
Let's go.
If you guys want to throw in some of yours, feel free. I can stream those too.
Now that I've heard the characters, I'm like, I can't show these because like there's just
That's why it's so
cringe.
bad. Oh.
I think I auditioned for Mark even, which is really funny in hindsight.
I'd kill to see that.
I don't even know if I have it anymore.
How do we're trying to pull it up. The Casting Call Club is such a garbage website.
Oh, I think it has a certain charm to it.
I'm not even talking about the project. I hate the UI so much because it is so like over necessary. Why do I have a message on here? Oh no!
What? What?
Oh, it was for a roll offer.
Wait, how long ago?
32 weeks ago.
No!
Oh my god. and he
Rip.
Okay, back to the submissions. Okay, so I have a bunch of fangins on here, but I'm not gonna go through those. I think they should all be up here. I don't know if they're dismissed. Okay, they only dismissed my Ulysses.
Whoa!
That is so embarrassing. No, I'm not locking in because I hate this website. Okay. Oh, I am going to take off my headset. You guys can listen to this.
Everybody crank the volume. Everyone be silent.
I, Damon Maitsu, am the ultimate debater, a prodigy among prodigies, someone who simply can't be outmatched. I, Damon Maitsu, am the ultimate debater, a prodigy among prodigies, someone who simply can't be outmatched. I, Damon Maitsu, am the ultimate debater, a prodigy among prodigies, someone who simply can't be outmatched. Stop that thought right there. If we keep assuming the killer had the gun, we'll end up running in circles. Stop that thought right there. If we keep assuming the killer had the gun, we'll end up running in circles. Stop that thought right there. If we...
Oh, God.
I like the kind of nasal tone.
Yeah, I don't even
It feels
remember.
very like narcissistic younger boy. Like, stop that thought right there.
Yeah, because I was a narcissistic younger boy. Oh, man. I think if I'm right. Yeah, okay. Oh, God. Yeah, oh, this got updated. Yeah, because this wasn't when I didn't submit in 2022, obviously, because I got picked before that. I don't know if I lied when I put I'm 18. 'Cause,
Whoa! Whoa!
yeah. But yes. Oh my god.
Whoa! Wait, we gotta hear Wolfgang. I'm so curious.
Oh.
I'm Wolfgang Akira, the ultimate lawyer. Here's my card. I'm Wolfgang Akira, the ultimate lawyer. Here's my card. I'm Wolfgang Akira, the ultimate lawyer. Here's my card.
Going up.
I'd say that's wrong, but it feels like that quote goes to someone else. I'd say that's wrong, but it feels like that quote goes to someone else. I'd say that's wrong, but I feel like that quote goes to someone else. None of us are here to hurt you, so I think you should come out. Hiding will only make you scared. None of us are here to hurt you, so I think you should come out. Hiding will only make you more scared. None of us are here to hurt you, so I think you should come out. Hiding will only make you more scared.
It's so weird because it's like on one hand, like I totally understand how that suits the character, but like now the voices
Yeah,
are
because
like
it sounds like someone
thrown to
said
my
it sounds like I'm
mind.
just mimicking him. Because I'm gonna be straight. This has been a pre-game thing. I hate Wolfgang. I'm saying that this has been 3 years in the making. I hate that bastard so much. I hate his
Damn.
character in media. I know his trope. He's Howard Hamlin. He's Paul Allen.
Damn.
I don't like that type of character so much. And you know what? I think I'm gonna end it there. I don't I don't think I have the soul in me to keep going.
Okay. Valid. No peer pressure.
Yeah, of course. I showed my Damon one, and that's all that needs to be. I think I can do Kai. Where's my Kai one? I don't know if I hit it. I don't know if I hit it. It's somewhere.
Oh shoot.
Why did I hide that one?
All the secret files.
It's not even letting me look at it.
Cap is requesting to hear Ulysses.
Cap,
Oh, and
I
DD is requesting John too.
can we not do No.
Okay.
I
Okay.
Hearts up because I love you guys so much. You two specifically. No. Cap is my COD Zombies brother, and he's my Fortnite brother. I'm not doing this. Oh god, I don't know why it's not. I showed it to Dakota before. That's why I'm so confused on why it's not here.
Kevin asked if you did Tozu.
Did I do Tozu?
Did you go for Tozu?
See, you see what I mean with this garbage website? It doesn't
Okay,
work.
okay.
It doesn't work. How do I do? Okay, all. Hopefully that's.
Oh, there's
Okay.
Kai.
Maybe you've heard my name before. Does Kai Montiago ring a bell? Maybe
Whoa!
you've heard my name before. Does Kai Montiago ring a bell? Maybe you've heard my name before. Does Kai Montiago ring a bell?
Gosh.
Dictator? Sheesh! You naysayer types are always so overdramatic. Dictator? Sheesh. You naysayer types are always so overdramatic. Dictator? Sheesh. You naysayer types are always so overdramatic. You're full of shit, man. You're full of shit, man. You're full of shit, man.
You cooked though.
Didn't sound
You should
zesty.
be
Yeah,
proud
why do you
of
think I
that
didn't get
one.
cast?
No. Oh.
God. Oh my god. I think I tried doing like a Yuri Lowenthal type thing. But I not for me. God.
Yeah, I feel like my perceptions of the characters changed when I heard the VA reveal trailer. Like I had certain like ideas about who people were gonna be, and then when I heard the actual VAs, I was like, like I remember for John specifically, I was like, oh, this is gonna be Yo Ho Ho Funny Man, and then all of a sudden D comes on, and I was like, oh, I respect him. Holy shit, he sounds like someone I would follow.
Okay, do I have this pulled out? Okay, good. I'm gonna listen to them really quickly on my own just to see if they're worth showing at all. Okay.
Well, actually, I guess I'll pass that question to Snow. Was there anyone who you were like your idea of them changed drastically after hearing the VA reveal?
That is so I think probably Eloise was like a big one. Just because like Jet,
Oh,
John too. Like it's just a
I
lot of characters we didn't have a lot of info on. I felt like I changed my perception
yeah.
on.
So I wouldn't say it's solely because of the voice, because obviously the writers did a really good job as well. But I never thought that Toshiko would be in my top 5. I just like love her. Like I think she's such a cool character.
I love Toshiko too. Oh my god.
Yeah. And like, I mean,
ha-
Aji is just perfect, really.
Yes. I have to admit, I had like before you were cast as Diana. So I make tier lists in Excel because I'm a fucking nerd, but also just because then you can see like the change in your opinions over time. And I went back to that spreadsheet recently, and I saw that before the VA reveal, and I'm really sorry about this. Diana was like my last ranked character, and after the VA
wow.
reveal, she shot up because I was like, yeah, you really made her for me, Snow.
Aw, thank you.
Ugh, who wants to hear John?
Me.
John de la Mire. I am the
Whoa.
king of the
Delamere.
seas, hero of the storms. I am John de la Mire. I am the king of the seas, hero of the storms. I am John de la Mire. I am the king of the seas, hero of the storms. I am John de la Mire. I'd do anything to get back to my ship, even if I had to live through a never-ending storm. I'd do anything to get back to my ship, even if I had to live through a never-ending storm. I'd do anything to get back to my ship, even if I had to live through a never-ending storm. Appreciate the support, but you are not talking any sense, mate. Appreciate the support, but you're not talking any sense, mate. Appreciate the support, but you're not talking any sense, mate.
The ship pining was real.
God, dude, my face is so fucking red.
Nah, dude, you kill it. Now you're just showing your versatility.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Laugh it up. Desmond. No, okay, we'll do Ulysses. We'll do Ulysses and John, and that's it. I don't want to touch these bastards at all. Like this. I think I'm just gonna skip the opening ones because I'm probably. I didn't mess up Ulysses Wilhelm, right? Oh God.
My name's Ulysses Willem, and I am the ultimate historian. Please make note of that for future reference.
I just don't think I like Ulysses.
Damn.
I did this as like a you know what, I just gotta fill out the checks. I gotta dot my T's, mark my I's. I don't.
Yeah, to 100%.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll give you. No.
Like I am totally comfortable saying this, but a lot of the characters, the only reason why I don't like hate them is because they have like an amazing voice actor that I adore.
Yeah.
Because if they didn't, I would be like, okay,
Who even are you?
Who even are you? I'm not even gonna. I don't care.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like the problem is, and this is probably because I come from the cutthroat KG background, is like I really only care when a character is competent. So immediately I was like, I'm not gonna like Kai. But bro came out with the oh shit voice line, and I was like, but I love him. I can't not. He's great.
Literally, like I just love Dakota so much, man.
God, everyone's too talented. They're forcing my love.
Wow, it's a real shame we did listen to all of them. Anyway.
Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate your sacrifice.
I underestimate the power of the chat. So my final one that I had like pre-planned before we can move into like game spoilers was just like a full what got you like I don't know if the radio one is like answered that question, but like what got you into your current incarnation of like voice acting, like as a hobby or professionally in that sense, like currently right now, what got you here?
So I'm 100% going for like a regular life. Like I work as a product manager for a software as a service company. So I'm 100% at this point in time not thinking about doing anything professionally in the arts at all. And I think I'm really just here because Eden's Garden was just like a weird fluke and I got super lucky and it's been so much fun that it's something that I just want to cling on to if I have a little bit of free time outside of my overtime. And now that this will actually I can't say that. That's kind of spoilery. Pass the snow.
Was that a mic pass or no?
Oh yeah, Mike Pass. Mike Pass the snow.
Okay, you're gonna have to repeat the question, honestly.
Like, okay, so I don't know if you answered it because, like, again, I just like for me, it's a different answer than what I said originally. But like, what got you to get to the point where you auditioned? You know, like, what got you to do voice acting consistently? Like, oh,
Mm,
downloading Audacity and like making videos, like that type of thing.
yeah, so I mean it kind of continues from the story of like me dropping out, obviously. And I think after getting onto Eda's Garden, I just started thinking like, like clearly have a passion for this thing that I'm doing. I'm not like the government has like deemed me unable to work. Um so I was like, the only way that I could and ever would want to make money for myself is to do the thing I love the most. And then I thought, I'm just gonna make voiceover professional, and that's where I'm at right now, to just like audition for a lot of original projects that, pay you. Um because I'm like, clearly I have a passion, I have like, I don't want to say like a gift, but I
You
mean,
can say a
people,
gift. You can say a gift.
okay, a gift. And like, I'm just like, I'm so glad that I found voiceover, because I don't really like, I don't want to do anything else anymore. I love it so dearly.
Wholesome.
That is really
Okay,
nice.
Mike Pass.
Okay, so mine's is like the most long-winded, convoluted nonsense. But it all started when I was a boy. I was in sophomore year. COVID literally just started, and I was kind of like at a loss for everything because, like I said, I was in theater. I was on varsity wrestling, and I was in JROTC, and that's like what I was doing for all like my outside time. I wasn't really like someone who like went outside to like hang out with friends. I was just like doing school things all the time, and then occasionally playing video games and reading. So my sister one day, we're going out to like get something to eat, and she shows me this Instagram video of this account called Persona 5 Voiceovers, and it like I don't know why it never clicked for me because I've watched fan does, fan impressionists, just like impression work in general, and I've done impression work before, just like as like a fun little thing that I was just like really good at but never really pursued. Um, but I think like what clicked with me was it showed how people my age at the time, which was like 16, that I could do that stuff without having to be a whole professional. Um, and I decided to make an account, my first ever Instagram account, and I just reached out to them and say, "Hey, would I be able to like join this?" And it was just like a small like meme voiceover group that ended up getting way too big for like the amount of like young people in it. And then once like we were all like older, we decided to form it into like a more natural group, and we became Vocal Video, which was a motion comic voiceover group, and it was phenomenal. The people that we had working there, out of just like people we knew as friends that ended up just being really talented when it came to editing and all that, we ended up dubbing a lot of Chainsaw Man, the Persona 5 adult AU from Scruffy Turtles. It was just a lot of fun stuff. And then in 2022, when the auditions opened for Eden's Garden, Yari, who was in vocal video with me, we decided to audition together. So it was mainly just a whole COVID just kind of derailed my entire life when it came to that and introduced me into this like online voice acting like Twitter, Instagram, YouTube world of content creation and everything. And I think I prefer doing not that I wouldn't want to be in anime and video games, but in terms of like I have 100% control over the videos I release. I do prefer that. Plus, I do work for the state as well. Currently, I work for the court system, and I help with removing
Oh shit.
government charges off of people's criminal records so that they can like like help reintegrate and get jobs and
You're
stuff.
a
Yo.
Wolfgang?
Yeah, yeah, no, it's like really like I work with like a lot of sensitive like body cams and arrest documents and all that, and that's what I do in
Damn.
my part time. Not my part time. I do work it full time, but that's what I do when I'm not here, pretty much. But yeah, that's how I got into voice acting professionally, and it's always nice. That's the main reason I like doing content creation. I get my money from doing like smaller commissions rather than like big giant projects, which I do prefer because it's more time management.
Valid.
All right, and I'll set a timer for just 5 minutes to let everybody who hasn't played chapter 1 the time to leave because we are going to go into just our full just it's not even all voice acting, just everything we'd want to talk about with chapter 1 spoilers that we normally can't talk about otherwise in the server. So if we could refrain from talking about it like, in the chat just in case I'm not allowed to leave like a paper trail of that would be great. So yeah, 5 minutes starting now.
All right. Also, I don't know if you're playing again. Some people requested the stream get turned back on.
Oh my, I am so again locked
Have you
in.
been playing
I've been
without-
playing this entire time.
Oh no!
Whatever, I can build more castles. I don't care. If you ever doing, yeah. Let's see how.
Wait, when did it
how
even
good
like
that record-
stop?
It was when you transitioned off of streaming casting call instead of going back to the
Yeah.
game. Everything just
Oh,
closed.
My
yeah.
bad.
No
I should have
worries.
just screened my whole screen. But yeah, that was really nice. It's just really nice like hearing about your guys' craft because like even when like we hang out like normally, it's not like something that like really gets brought up a lot. But I feel like it's just really nice to know, especially since it's the thing that brought us all here.
Yeah, I feel like I don't even get to know that much about everyone personally, like outside of their VA career either. So that was really interesting to hear too.
Oh God, yeah.
Well,
Poor
I have
day.
one more question during this 5 minutes then that I could
Mhm.
ask. So you mentioned one of your bucket list characters is Spider-Man. I want to
Yeah.
ask if you guys have any other bucket list characters that you would want to voice one day.
Wow.
Who are you asking first?
Um,
I mean, I
if
suppose
someone
you go
needs-
first. So, like,
Yeah.
you're first.
All
No,
right, come
no,
on.
no. I don't. That would be so lame if I asked the question and then immediately answered it. I can't do that.
Fine.
Has to do-
Okay.
You'll go last since you asked.
Okay, good.
You want to go, Carlito? Or, well, you said it already, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I can add a bit more. Like whenever I think of
Yeah.
like bucket list characters, I always try to think of characters that like either haven't been adapted yet or characters that are like baton pass characters, which are like the generational ones like Spider-Man, Optimus Prime, like those characters that get like passed to new actors and all that. For my bucket list, I would definitely again just any Marvel in general. That would probably be like my highest thing, just because of that's what got me in. I would love to do something for Chainsaw Man because that's probably my favorite ongoing manga right now. I'm trying to think. I can't even really. Something for Star Wars would be really cool. I think that would be like that would complete something in my soul if I ever got cast for like a Disney project like that. And yeah, no, just a bunch of nerd shit. Not really like anything like too crazy.
I'm gonna pause and say the Fortnite stream is still not loading for some reason. I don't know
All
if
right,
there's
time to
any.
share
Oh,
the
yeah, it
screen.
doesn't.
Sorry.
Thank you, Discord. You guys are so good at what you do, and you charge so much money to my bank account. All right, let me try streaming like this.
Oh, there it is!
that
It's
worked.
back! Woo! Alright. Was that a baton pass to Snow?
Okay, so I have 2 answers.
Oh?
So I know it's a little impossible because I'm pretty sure that well, it's not a character, it's a franchise. And I'm pretty sure the franchise is about to end or very close to ending.
Oh.
But I've been playing the Trails in the Sky games. They're a very big franchise, like the Legend of Heroes, and I love the Sky series so much. And I have like a favorite character, but of course, like I wouldn't want anyone else but her voice actor to like voice it. I'm not I like if I love a character, I don't want to be like, oh, I want to like play that character because I don't like let them do it, please. Like I can't.
Valid.
But I really hope that there might be like a final game with some new characters and voice one of those characters. Because I just love the game series so much. And the other one is very specific. I hope to be the first ever autistic Disney princess.
Yo!
That's
It's
huge.
always been the biggest dream.
Yo, Disney
Like,
needs to get on that though. You're right.
It would just be so amazing, like to see like some good representation.
I could totally see you as a princess. That would be incredibly
Aw.
adorable.
Guys, I'm throwing in an extra incentive real quick. I'm so sorry. If it does get to the 200 reacts, I'll drop the final commission of my February Frenzy art tirade.
Yo.
And it might potentially be Avamon. Who knows? But I guess we'll never know unless we don't get to 200. But yes, back back to you guys. Sorry, I just got the notification that it's done.
Oh, gotta strike while the iron's hot.
But yeah, this is a like if people don't know the Trail series, I should be publicly promoting like this, but well, actually, like the first game of the series does go on sale a lot on Steam. Don't get it from illegal websites.
No. You guys, we
Please support the
game
official
jams.
release.
Wink, wink,
We support
but,
game jams.
I mean, I'm kind of the person that's like, you know, I will 100% support indie companies, but if it's like a AAA studio, do they really need my money? They're so like, yeah, like they're rich already. They don't.
It's very Cassidy Amber coded.
And that's why Eden's Garden is free.
I definitely recommend just supporting the actual things. Yeah. 20 more votes. Wow, they're really going for it.
Oh, we're so close.
Carlito literally muted. He was like, so actually,
Luz, did you say yours? I forgot. I forgot.
Passing it over.
Oh, okay. This is like so freaking specific, and I don't think bro is going to even do a voice version. But like, I would kill to be in Your Turn to Die. I would just
yes
absolutely fall over, and if I could be
character,
I would I want to be Geen so bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just incredible child, the child of all time. I haven't actually played up
I
to
love
the most
that.
recent chapter that's been released because I'm on like I've given myself a no video
Oh.
games rule, which I've broken for this bracket competition, but I'll be back on it.
Mm.
Again, but yeah, I'm on a no video game diet until I like successfully like purchase a place to live. So who knows how long that'll be, but Your Turn to Die would be
Oh,
a great
Fortnite.
franchise, and really any Uchikoshi game or Ace Attorney or anything like that. I don't think I really have a big bucket list character other than Geen.
Man, now I'm thinking like if I would want to be in Your Turn to Die, who would I
Yeah,
go
who would
for?
you guys be in Your Turn to Die?
Well, my favorite is Joe.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay,
say
fair.
Joe.
Joe, and then it's Kai, and
Kai's
then
great.
it's Gin. I don't know where the first woman comes in.
Oh, yo, Carlito, I could see you as a good Joe.
You
I would
know
love
what?
that.
That would
I
be
think I
really
tried back in the
fun.
day.
But I
For like a little
think
fan thing.
I am doing the voice of one of the NPCs feels weird because they're all kind of NPCs. But one of the like more minor characters,
Mhm.
but saying her name is kind of a spoiler in a sense.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I understand.
Yeah. But also, if people saw like the recent what's it called? Like the recent update from Nankidai, there was this like really cute girl in the pink room, like in like a pink dress, and I was just like, whoever she is, like, I just know I love her already. Let me see if I can find her, because I don't think she's like a spoiler character, because like nobody has met her yet. um. Oh my gosh, please. Nankidai. Why does your name have to be in Japanese? It's so tough to find you. There she is.
That's so real.
This character. Isn't she so pretty? I was like, I want to voice her. I love her.
Wait. I'm like falling behind in chat. I'm like, screw. Ooh, I haven't seen her yet. She does look really awesome.
Yeah, she's gonna be in the final chapter.
Ooh, oh my god.
She's a new
can't wait.
character. She's so pretty.
Stop stalling.
Stop stalling.
Okay,
bro.
you know what? Stop the count. Stop the count. It's
Stop the
done.
count.
I'm
What?
releasing the art, and I will see if I can have the reel out by either the end of today or tomorrow. But I'll post a little
Let's
art note.
go.
Yeah, so the Ava one was like something I forgot who tweeted it out. Actually, I think I have the original one right here. Let me get it. Just a fun little one because I was bored and had money. Uh, where is it? So February Friends advertising. I'll send that there. And this was commissioned. I commissioned Rin again. Art by Rin. Okay, there's your 200 reward, and the rest will be out soon.
Oh.
By the way, Luz, I feel like you told me your real name at some point. I literally cannot remember it.
I just prefer to go by Luz, honestly.
Yeah. No, that's
At
me
this
with
point.
Snow because, well, first of all, a lot of people are like, "Wait, your real name isn't Snow," and I'm like, well, I like want it to be because I really don't like my real name. So I hope I can legally change it at some point. That would make me like the happiest.
Would you legally change it to Snow?
Yeah, I really want to.
Yo!
I know. And it's not like, it's not like I hate my name. It's just it doesn't feel like me, first of all. And second of all, the reason my mom like named me my name is because she was very into like she was a hippie, right? And
Uh,
and she loved the like Native American kind of culture,
mm,
and she wanted a name that had all of the letters of her name in my name. And
oh,
then she named me after a Native American tribe that
oh,
that has all of her letters in there. But knowing that my name is like Native American, I just feel weird about it. And I know like there's like celebrities with the name that are Native American, but I'm just like I personally don't feel comfortable with it. You
that's
know?
valid.
Yeah. Cuz it's like I feel the same way if like people name their children after like a video game character. Like if the character has an English name, sure. But if the character has like a specifically like name of another culture, um that just like it personally doesn't make me feel correctly. Yeah. It
Valid.
doesn't yeah.
All of
So
the
yeah.
like women in my generation and my family have names themed around nighttime, but they're all ethnic, so they're in another language. So I think it's cool. I don't dislike
Mhm.
my name, but
Yeah.
I just feel comfier being anonymous, and also it's I enjoy being able to go by a gender neutral name.
Mhm. Yeah, and I feel like Snow is also pretty gender neutral, which makes me very happy.
Mhm.
But yeah.
All right,
Oh.
so
Got
I
a next
think
question?
we're okay. We're ready to move into
Oh, the chapter 1
chapter one
things. Yeah.
spoilers.
Ooh, that's gonna
Ah,
be
Oh.
interesting. I love talking about this, by the way, because I mean, you know why. You know why.
I mean, shoot, I wish I had questions for this, but I don't. Is it okay if someone else leads the charge on this one?
Yeah, I have many questions for you guys. First question, did you guys get any fake lines?
No, I don't believe so.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither.
It
I
was it
got
was
just a
Okay.
straight script.
pretty it was pretty clear for me um when like it made me laugh a lot because usually like I feel like it would start with like welcome to the script or like a really kind like introduction message. um but the first thing that it said is literally uh-oh, time for some important context. And I was like,
Ugh.
what? And then it just says like this blob of like literally the most traumatic stuff ever. And I'm just like, oh, thanks for the welcome. like, like, okay. So I guess we're in it now, right?
Real quick, I see Daz
Oh
is
yeah, Daz
requesting to
wants
be
to
brought
get
in,
in,
but I
yeah.
don't know how to do that.
Oh
Does
yeah,
anyone know
neither.
how
None
to
of
do
us know how
that?
to do this.
Do we have a
It's a mod thing.
mod?
I'm
So
pretty sure.
We have a
my,
mod.
the person who directed me was Soze.
Oh
The
really? I had
goat.
Star.
The
So you guys both
goat.
had Soze? I had Star.
Yes.
Star was great, by the way, but I also felt like not suspicious, but like he's like bro is so nice that I was like, I don't know that actually like surely I'm not actually doing as well
Well,
as you say.
so the thing is, it was supposed to be Star for me.
Ooh.
However, I was really struggling to get into the role, like to connect with the character because it was so emotional, like such an emotional performance. And I knew that the only person who would be able to make me cry was Soze, because me and Soze are, first of all, like really close friends, and we talk about our personal stuff like a lot. So it was just like me and my best friend having a little crying session together over things that meant a lot to us. And that was just like wonderful.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We have a legend has joined us.
Hello,
A legend
hello.
has. Are you still at Anime Impulse?
I heard you're talking shit, Carlito. I told you
And it's
talking
gonna happen
shit.
for the next 50 years, man. I have nothing but respect for you, but I have no respect for that rat, that wolf in sheep's clothing Wolfgang. And I'm glad guys, okay, so I could say this now that we're talking about spoilers. When Sazi read me out the line, I jumped for joy when I heard he got electrocuted, drugged, maimed, killed.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they put him through the kick the buddy game, and I was there for it.
Oh my god!
But nothing could
Kick
prepare
the
me for
buddy is
the end reveal. It's the closest it was. They put him through the ringer for no reason.
At least I took out your fave with me.
And you know what? I respect that. I respect that. Gotta hit him where it hurts.
God, I was so freaking sad when so like they let me record all of my barks for chapter 1 without telling me that I was the killer, and then all of a sudden, like after I thought I was kind of done, they were like, "Okay, we're gonna do your trial lines later," and then they let me do my trial lines, and Star was like, "So I have to tell you something." And genuinely, like, we had to, like, wait, like, 15 minutes before I actually started doing the lines because I was just, like, yelling and, like, raging. Because I freaking love Wolfgang!
Oh god, what happened?
Did
Did
I
everyone
die or
die?
did she
Yeah,
die?
I felt like everything died at the same exact time. I got so scared.
Oh, again, I can make the joke now. She died.
Oh, it
but-
wasn't just me. Okay.
My back.
Yep, you're back.
Dang. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Can D join as well?
Yeah, you know what? Since it's like we finished
Yeah,
actors on
like, come in
actors.
as
Let's just
well,
have our
Kev.
post party.
Come on,
And I
Kev, come
might
on.
mute so that I can just straight up get the thing done now, and then hopefully post it by the end by the time you guys are done.
Okay.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
else does anybody else? Oh. Did Pap, did you want? I know Kev said he was multitasking and he couldn't.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm technically still here at a convention, but I thought it'd be really funny to just all of a sudden go out and start screaming, "You talking
Are
shit,
you
Carlito?"
sad?
Is Sabrina there?
Not with Sabrina right now, no.
Aw.
Oh, yo,
Yeah,
you
I
guys,
split
that's so
off
cool.
so that I could go get some food.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She has been she has been sending like videos to Team Treasure chat of like a bunch of fans who, like, even some of them having like a booth with like charms, artwork.
Yeah, no, we went to that booth earlier. I got a print from them.
Oh, that's so great. I
Aw.
like that's like one of my biggest wishes.
Not a
like, of
Project
course-
Eden's Garden print, but still.
Oh, I see. Like, of course,
Yeah.
like San Japan was great and like having our own stuff. But I think the coolest thing would just be like walking down the artist aisle, people being so like unsuspecting and like not realizing the voice actor is about to like come to their
Buy
booth.
their stuff.
Yeah, buy their stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I tried to trick them for a second, but they recognized us before I could drop the reveal, and I was so sad about that.
Damn it.
Oh.
Man.
But yes, we're doing a Q&A. Back to topic.
Back to you.
Oh,
Where did Carlito go? I'm sorry, I totally was like zoned out when he said.
I think he's like he promised he was gonna like redo his auditions.
Is he doing that right now?
I think so. I think he's like he
Oh
just wanted to
my
speed run.
God.
So
I'm
I mean,
I'm
actually,
here for
They're
it.
redoing the Damon audition, like the original.
No.
Oh my god.
I think everyone's auditions. So before you got here, we Carlito leaked like all the auditions he did for the other Eden's Garden characters.
Is it time I, quote unquote leak, more like share, because I think they're floating around somewhere in the server. My
Do you
own.
have them
They're
too?
That being
somewhere.
said, oh my god, they're
Like the
also
ancient VA
old.
discussions. Yeah.
I was so young. I was so much worse of an actor.
We were so young and starry-eyed.
The Wolfgang audition wasn't even that great.
What?
I'm not gonna lie, guys.
Oh
That's cap.
my God! I am not hearing it. I don't want to hear anybody else in this chat room doubting themselves. You are all fantastic.
Oh.
But I wish I had like cringe auditions to share. I only auditioned for Sean.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yo.
Which like
So
was
with-
probably a mistake in retrospect, but yeah, it worked out.
So out of curiosity,
I feel
did
like you could
audition-
have, given us a run for our money on like a few of these characters. Not gonna
I
lie.
don't know.
You're so talented though, for real.
Oh man,
But-
you're too kind.
Yeah.
You're so talented.
Oh, I'm really curious though.
Nah.
Did you put all your eggs in the John basket because you thought he was a character you could tackle, or because he was your favorite character, or both?
The real answer is much more boring. I was like, I think when were auditions? 2021, 2020? Do you guys remember?
Oh,
I think it
God.
was tail end of 2021. Yeah.
Calendar 2021. Okay, I was not doing voiceover for very long. I've done acting, I guess, like mostly like theater, like on stage stuff for a while. But like I started.
I mean,
doing-
hearing you talk about how passionate you are about acting, yeah,
Can you tell?
we gathered.
But yeah, no.
Which of us is a theater kid? I
yeah,
wonder.
Right, spot the theater kid.
Actually, like most of us are theater kids. Let's be real.
True. At
Yeah.
heart, at least, if nothing else. So I
Yeah.
started around like 2020, and then like I guess at that point I wasn't like so confident in like like wandering outside of my range. And John was like the only male character I think that they were like low voice range. I was like, okay, that's my guy. I guess like I had this
I
weird
think your
idea. I was
voice is
like, well,
higher
I
than you
shouldn't-
think it is.
Yeah, like I mean, I could, I've since learned that I have more range than like I initially thought. But yeah, it's like at the time I like didn't trust myself. Like I had this idea of like, oh, like I don't want to put out an audition that's like gonna be not good, and then they'll hear that, and like even if they like my Jean audition, they'll be like, oh, but he had this other audition that was really bad, so we shouldn't cast him, or, which is not a good mentality. So.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
do
not a
that,
good mentality.
voice
And for
actors.
that being said, for some casting directors, they'll do that. For this team, no, they did not. They absolutely did not.
Yeah, of course. Where did
Real
Snow
quick.
go?
Yeah, she's in the audience.
Where
Is-
did
is
Snow
there,
go?
Is there a mod that can help drag them back
Ray,
in?
help!
Ray, are you here? Thank you, Ray!
I think that's Felix, actually.
Snows,
Thank you.
Snows,
Felix.
oh yeah. Woo,
Okay, we're here.
We're back.
What happened?
My PC just crashed.
Oh,
no.
no.
Yeah, it happened earlier as well. Cause actually like Allie from the Pixel Partners, she really kindly gifted me some money to get Persona 5 again. Because I was like talking to her about Persona 5, and she goes like, "Oh my god, have you like ever finished it? Like, because you said you were playing it." And I was like, "No, actually, during my vacation to visit my aunt, I lost the card, like the Switch card.
Oh,
So I never-
no.
So I got 2 dungeons in. I just finished the second dungeon, and I just like lost the game. and she was just like, "Oh, here's some money for the Persona 5 funds." So yeah, that was really, really sweet.
Nice.
So now I bought it and it was downloading, and that's why my PC is now like.
Oh, valid.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Ray. You've done so much for us, but Kevin just said he could come in after all if he was quiet. Can you possibly bring Kevin in?
Yeah, we all love the Pixel partners here.
you.
Let that be known.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Loose
no.
can,
so
or
fun.
like
They're so fun to be
Carlito.
around.
Well, Carlito is
Thank you,
freaking
bud.
deafened, so he can't hear. But Loose, can you do an interview with them next? That would be so amazing.
You guys
Oh.
need to do an interview with them. That
I
being
don't have
said,
any connection.
comments have brought up you doing the interview with Carlito. So after me and Auntie did ours, so
Oh,
That would
oh
be
yeah,
kind
people
of
did say that to have like
Oh.
Luz and
A double
Carlito
feature.
together.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't have any connection
Yeah.
to them, so maybe one day I'll meet them, but
they
I
should have
mean-
tried to message you somewhere.
Yeah, in some
We can also just forward their Discord. So
that
I can
too.
literally
Yeah.
message them right now. No.
I don't want to be
or we could
presumptuous,
do
that is
that too.
okay. We don't have. I don't. That would be presuming that they would intend to, and that's okay.
No,
They
do.
are
want to get
intending to.
They
everyone.
quite literally
Yeah.
have been wanting to do an interview with every single one of us.
Just collecting all the voice
Mhm.
actors like Infinity Stones.
Also, if
Yeah.
you say who are the Pixel partners, well, let me tell you, they are a wonderful couple that have been doing like YouTube videos together for so long. And I was actually a viewer from way back.
Yo!
And it was so cool to see them play Eda's Garden finally. And, you know, like, they reached out to me, and I was just like, you know, I've been such a fan of your channel for so long. And they were like, oh my god, it really does come full circle, doesn't it? I was like, yeah.
It's wild. It's
And yeah,
wild.
now
That's so
now we're all
awesome.
super chill with them, and we hang out a lot. Like Lethal Company is super fun with them. Like they are
Aw.
truly wonderful. And well, I didn't want to say it yet because there's no confirmation. But I guess I'll say it. For the So I said like, oh, last incentive this, last incentive that. Well, I have one more.
Wait,
I
is this the group thing? Because I don't know if we're allowed to talk about that.
It is not the group thing.
Okay,
it is
good,
not.
good, good.
So I've had a pending friend request for a long time with a YouTuber that played Eda's Garden.
Oh?
And today I was like, you know, let me just try sending it again. Like maybe they didn't catch my friend request the first time. And then 5 minutes later, he accepted it.
Oh.
And I was like, no way. Which is Nico B.
Ooh.
Oh,
And I'm just saying that if Ava wins,
Oh.
I will try and get Nico B to do a collab with me. Like right now,
what
I'm
is
kind of like
February frenzy anymore? What is this event?
right
Wait, this
now.
is gone like on the rail.
Right now, like people keep quiet because I'm trying to be low key about it. To
Well,
him.
you said it in front of 236 people.
Yeah,
I'm
a little
trying
too
to
late
be-
for that.
I'm trying to be low key to him because I don't want to be like that kind of like weird person that's like, no way, I want to collab with you. But yeah, my fingers are so crossed because he hasn't even played chapter 1. So what is a popularity contest gonna mean to him? You know, like I'm just like this guy is just minding his own business, and I'm just like, hello.
Like I said, I'm
Well,
gonna,
what if, hear me out. Hear me out. The Nico B playthrough featuring everyone.
Oh
That would
my
be
god.
That would be
so
crazy.
It'd be so
cool.
chaotic.
Yeah,
No,
too
because
many
I
codes.
did
It would be
say,
way too chaotic, but
yeah, I did say like, you know, it would be really nice to So I don't know, just like get a thing going there. Wait, play Uno. That's such a good idea.
Uno, we gotta add that. To
Playing
the
Uno is
list
actually
of,
a really good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
VA
what's the
game
thing we
night
gotta do?
ideas.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Uno.
That being said,
Lethal
only 4
Company,
people can
check
play
off.
Uno at a time. Yeah.
I would,
Is there,
Daz,
like-
I would
Yeah.
love to play any sort of cards with you because it would be really funny.
Question: Can you
Yes.
Oh
can
yeah,
you
you're
mod
right.
Do
You're
the
Uno?
video.
Me?
Is Uno
Can you
moddable?
mod Uno?
Mod.
I
Why?
don't think to have
Mod
more players,
Uno.
obviously.
Yeah, to get more players.
Oh, I thought. Never mind. I thought you were
I
just
think
like special cards, like add
No,
Exodia
no,
to
no.
Uno.
Hey, yo,
Actually-
we're playing Uno Flip.
Uno flip.
Oh my god.
Dude,
Oh
Uno-
god.
Oh my god! I
Uno
recently
Flip is such a ass
I
game.
recently
hate it.
played Uno Flip. That was so fun, actually.
I hated it. The game lasted too long.
Oh
It
yeah,
never
that's the
ends.
worst.
You get like one card away, and then it's like Uno Flip, and it's like I get the
Yeah.
yellow too. God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, going back to your response, Daz, of what is this event? I'm so glad I'm not a part of it.
I'm about to make you
Yeah.
a part of it.
I am
Cam
so
just gets
glad.
to sit and we'll like eat popcorn
Hey.
as
Yeah, I
he just
was
watches
telling-
all of the chaos unfold as everything just keeps going up.
Yeah,
It
things
gets-
are going
Mario
crazy.
Party?
I'm like,
Wait,
I have
that's
no
fun.
pull. I have no pull in this event.
Oh
There's
no,
way.
not Mario Party.
Mario
have to shout
Mario
out,
Kart? That would be fun. Smash Bros.
True. I have to shout out
The Smash Bros.
Luz
tournament.
and,
Finally, we get the Slam Sisters tournament.
Yes.
the actual Slam Sisters tournament. Who, I'm
The-
so sorry.
the-
Forgive me. Who is the Eva impersonator who played Shadow the Hedgehog?
Lavender!
Yes.
Lavender!
Oh my god, you guys, that like made my whole day. I was
Cooked.
Oh,
so happy.
dude, there's so many good
Oh,
Eva
man.
Oh, Lavender's here. There's so many
The-
good Eva impersonators.
my
I'm
God.
like, I would love to collaborate with them all. It'd be so funny.
I was
think
also
that they were
really
in a call with
surprised.
like I was doing a little kind of semi-interview Balantro stream or whatever sometime last week,
Oh,
and they were in
yeah.
call, and I literally thought you were in call the whole time. Luz, I was like, oh, when did you join? Every time that they spoke, it was insane.
Oh my
They're
goodness.
so good.
Get pranked.
Yeah, you
But
guys.
yeah,
you guys crushed that
Mario
episode.
Kart would be fun. And I was thinking like, so one of like what would be so cute is like everyone who has Animal Crossing to dress up as your character, and then to like all like be in Animal Crossing. That would be so cute.
Oh,
That would be cute.
that sounds
And
silly.
also, actually, if Pap hasn't left yet, there was like
Just, like,
someone
on his
who
way out.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
someone did a really good Ulysses impersonation. I was
Oh
like,
yeah, the
whoa.
video. The video. he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
doing
the
a
video.
bunch of impressions, but the
The
Ulysses
Mark one was really good
really
too. Yeah. I was like,
It's crazy.
okay, like I just need to know, is there a Diana impersonator out there? Make yourself known now.
Speak
Make
now.
yourself known.
I
Speak
must
now.
know.
Wait,
Where are the
Fire
Wolfgang
Truck is here.
impersonators?
Oh my gosh.
This year has been absolutely insane for February Frenzy. I feel like I got to step up my game, dude. Like next year I got to come like prepared. You guys have absolute like just.
I don't
peak
think
content
anything's
day
gonna
after
be
day.
in. I don't think anything's gonna be as insane as this February Frenzy or like this
Or-
popularity pool. Because like the
Yeah,
other
I don't
ones
know.
seemed insane, and then we just started with me and Luz doing a team up, and then now we're all the way at Nico B. How did we get here?
Dude, I don't know. I mean, because like last year and the year before, I think we thought it was like, oh man, this is getting crazy. People are really pulling out the stops, and like the bar keeps getting raised each time.
The bar keeps getting higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just next year, it's like, all right, the new February Frenzy will be held by me and the voice actor of Monokuma.
Oh my
Wow.
god!
Imagine.
Yeah, that would be.
Imagine.
We will
I know,
be the
Imagine our
judges.
next popularity poll actually just includes
think-
all of the other Danganronpa characters throughout history, and somehow we get people to like, join in.
next
Yeah.
February Frenzy winner
I
gets
think-
put into Fortnite.
Oh my god.
I think like I'm a bit like biased here, obviously, but I think I am excited the most for my incentive of writing a like original song. If Ava wins,
Ooh, yes.
I would
I
love
will
to see
like
that.
I'll have like a composer, a music video, like everything I can do.
That would be so legit.
Yeah.
That's gonna be insane. If you win.
With the Toshiko diss track already just blew
Yeah,
my
no,
mind.
that
It
was
The
fucking
Toshiko
wild.
diss
I
track.
was
Also,
Oh man.
like I was
hold
already
on,
going
I'm
hell
turning on my
yeah
camera.
Oh,
at Rotten Girl. And
Yes.
then Audie just decides to pull out Not Like Us, and I'm like, what do you mean?
What do you
Where
mean?
did this come from?
What do you
Like that was really freaking good too. I was like, what the
It was
what?
so
Yeah.
Hold up.
It's-
I thought this was a shit post.
Yeah, Ulysses is gone, guys.
These are like the
Sorry,
highest
Fab.
effort shit
You're
posts I've
gone.
ever seen. They're too
Like
good.
next chapter, gone. It was Toshiko's fault. You got cooked by that track.
Oh, by
Holy
25
crap.
votes too. Holy,
oh.
Okay.
That's crazy.
the same.
That being said, I feel like if the diss track came before the voting period end, that would have been a lot wider of a gap. Just saying.
Look,
This cat.
But yeah, I am not excited for us to go against Audrey next round.
Oh god, I know. I don't like this. I don't want this. I feel like if Audrey drops a diss track against me, I think I'll just explode. Like
Next time
it'll be
Audie's
the
dropping a
end.
whole album, I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
Yeah, I think Team Tragedy might be cooked.
Yeah, we just have to like lay down and accept our fate.
Yeah.
Holy moly. No, never give
No,
up. Never
we're
surrender.
gonna try still. We're gonna try still, unless Cass makes it to like
Audrey's just gonna come
finals.
in.
When
come in
Cass
like
makes
the
it
bits I
to
posted.
finals, that's when we lay down.
Okay, no, realistically, we can't beat Cass or Kai. Like this is the final round we have a chance at, and then we're cooked either way.
We could beat Cass or Kai. What do you mean?
come on.
I don't know. All I'm saying is this is the last time I'm gonna seriously campaign. So I'm putting my all into this, and then next year I
Okay.
will happily be a stepping
Ugh.
stone for anyone else.
Stepping stone. Oh
Okay.
no.
That's
Don't say
crazy.
that.
Kitty wants to leave now. There we
Okay.
go.
I love that cat.
Cat.
Yeah. Alright.
She's a
I
cutie.
should probably get back to the convention now, gamers. I have just
Okay.
been screaming here off in the corner by a tree. I
Fair
probably
enough.
look a little
Stop.
crazy.
Actually,
Thank
I
you
mean,
for
I
coming,
can have
Kai.
my.
Have fun, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. You as well.
Also,
Say hi
if
to
any,
Serena.
if any fans, for whatever reason, are listening in from Anime Impulse, if you see me around, say hi.
Yes.
I don't know why you would be listening in if you're at Anime Impulse, though. And again, I'm doing it, but I don't know. I'm crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
I was just gonna say, like, I don't mind turning my camera back on, but only if someone joins me.
Oh,
I'm fresh from the gym. I'm gross.
Oh, nice.
She's
Yes, same actually.
There are more questions to be answered.
Yeah, like I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it sounds like there was we were like, oh, and now we will talk about chapter 1, and then we didn't do that. But you know,
True.
who?
Well, okay, wait.
who,
Actually, I didn't get to ask you guys this. Did either
Huh.
of you get fake lines for chapter 1?
I don't think I did. Granted, like my role doesn't. I don't think would require that, but yeah, I don't think I got any missing lines. I thought I did, and then I'm like, oh wait, no, it's the it was the alternative choice if you go the pathos route.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, where are those lines? I know I did extra lines, and then it's like pathos choice. It's like, oh, there I am.
Yeah, that's like with any of the like wrong answer lines. I'm always like, oh, whatever happened to those? I'm like, oh yeah, that's like, only if this specific like wrong answer was chosen or whatever. I did not get any fake lines. I'm pretty sure I may be remembering this wrong, but I'm pretty sure that Suzzy just told me like right at the start of recording, like, okay, Wolfgang's dead, rip. And she did not tell me about Eva.
Oh.
But Jean does have a line like toward the end of the trial where he's like, how did Eva steal all those items or whatever? But somehow like I would, because like, the whole like there's so many misdirections where it's like, oh, now we're suspecting Desmond, now we're suspecting Diana. So I thought that Eva was just another misdirection. And when we finished recording, Suzy was like, did you figure it out? Do you know who the killer is? And I was like, no. And she was like, really? I felt pretty dumb after like, I finally saw chapter 1. And I was like, oh yeah. But it wasn't cool to be surprised.
Yeah, like was it? I was surprised at the at who the culprit was. At least in terms of like, because I didn't have any lines that would inform me of that. I knew the victim because of like one of my lines from the theaters where it's like, oh. They did it. Well, I was like, they did it. They fucking did it. Like I always was like, one of the things that I didn't like about a lot of the like canon series is that like the most probably one of the more valuable people like live on throughout the game. And it's like, why not take out the biggest potential threat?
Yeah.
And they did it. And I'm like, oh my god, they did.
Yeah.
They're on it.
The only thing that I wasn't like upset about it, but I was like, oh, that would have been nice to have, which is like at the beginning of the execution, Tozu is like, and now something in execution. And I was like, oh, I really like wish that was voiced, because a lot of people like the cutscene starts to play for them and they're like,
it's silent.
They're like confused because they're like, oh, where's the sound? Yeah.
Where's
so I was
let's
like,
give it everything we've got,
I would love to hear just like and now it's time, and then maybe like a one-liner from whoever did it, and then just like Marishan like, get here or something like that whenever she gets chosen. But yeah, I was like, no,
three-liner from chapter 1.
Yeah, but I was like, oh, I do wish that was voiced, but understandable why maybe not.
Was it? I was disappointed that I didn't get to do that line at the end, sort of thing. Like, I felt like that was one of the things that I was like looking at the script that I was like, do we not have that? And then I see like at the end of the gameplay, I'm like, oh shit. Why did I voice that? Why did I get that? I would have loved to voice that. It's like, we need to do this next time. Next time I want to say that. But it be what it be. It still turned out phenomenally. I'm like, I'm blown away by how this turned out. And I can't wait to start recording for chapter 2.
Give me a script. Writers, get on it. Come on, no.
Come on.
I'm kidding. The writers are always hard at work.
Indeed.
Yeah.
We get spoiled with our scripts too. Like I always say this, like I feel like all the time, but like I can't say it enough that like I am so happy with the scripts that we get, because listen, if you are in like the indie voice acting world, you don't always get like really good scripts. Not everybody has a phenomenal talent for writing. But luckily, our team does, and it's always like so much fun to just get the scripts and sink your teeth into them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways, so another question I have: what are some of your all's favorite voice lines from the game? Like just of all time, the best barks.
From me or from any other character?
From anyone.
Definitely. Oh shit! From Kai.
That's a class. Yeah, it's a good one.
So was it? I don't like I was here for a little bit before Dakota left, but I'm not sure if he mentioned it. But like he didn't like that line initially.
What?
Yeah, no, he said that he didn't really like that line, and he's like he felt that it could have been done differently or better.
No.
But
no.
I'm like, dude, I don't know what pair of ears you got, but you need to clean those out because that line was fucking phenomenal.
Thank God Sazi was there because, like,
So-
she was directing him through that, and she was like, "That's the one," and he was like, "What? No!" But
Yeah, no, it was
Sazi was right.
it was a beautiful delivery, and I'm like, he's warmed up to it now, so he's like, oh, okay, I kind of get it.
Oh yeah. Oh, God,
So
I have so
my
many. I can
favorite.
go on. Yeah, you go,
Yeah.
Snow. Because I gotta think.
So my favorite, I thought it would like play in a main part, but it ended up being a gift reaction, which is it's like one of my Japanese animes.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's so
Okay,
good.
I
Love
still
it.
haven't,
Here.
I haven't played Hair Free Time events,
Welcome back.
so don't spoil.
Thank you.
You're welcome
Editing
back.
right now.
But yeah, I was so sad that that's like the only time the line shows up. But there are just so many good, like, not just like one-liners, but also just like the whole dialogue between some of the character interactions, like, of course, like the whole Diana and Ava thing. I was just like, oh my god, you guys are hurting me so badly. It was just so beautifully written. And then I also really like so it's a Cassidy line, but I see so many people skipping it because they think the line is over, so they don't listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
Which is like the what about ... question mark.
Yeah, no, I
They tend,
like that one
tend
too.
to skip it after the what about, and I'm like, no, you skipped it.
There's a couple of lines like that. Yeah.
It doesn't help that the pause is long enough that makes you think it's over. So like I think that's one of the main things where it's just like, what about, and then it's like you're pretty much finished reading at that point because a bit of dialogue is so short, but because there's a huge pause, like everyone's like, oh, the line's over. That's where I get it, but at the same time, like, no, I totally get you. That's a good line. A lot of Sabrina's lines are just freaking awesome.
Sabrina has like a full 30-minute video's worth of like outtakes that she just improvised. Like, I don't know how she does it.
I need to do those. Like, I really want to do those, but like
I
can't think of anything on the spot.
The only thing is, like, as much as I love Diana, sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm so sad that she doesn't have, like, snarky comments or, like, funny improv lines. Like, she's always very serious, to the point, down to earth. I'm just like, no, I want her to say something silly, like...
Say something funny, damn it.
or, like, come up with something.
Oh, man.
Do the roar. Do it.
Do it.
So that's the only reason why sometimes I'm like, maybe I should have gone for a different character, but then like I just like Diana's like my everything.
No, your
are
dynamic peak.
The Diana.
I mentioned earlier Pirate from John, but also Plot Twist by Tozu.
Yes, it's so good.
So funny enough, like that was just like a few takes because I don't do live readings. I do like I just like record a few takes, send them whenever I have the time. Because it's easier for everyone involved, I would think. And yeah, one of the takes was like I do this thing where like I have the silly Tozu and then the more malicious Tozu, which is honestly because malicious Tozu is kind of like how I got the role, because originally it was like more sinister sounding, and then he's just evolved into a silly, goofy guy. But yeah, so like originally it was plot twist, you know, like just like super serious, and then just like, you know, I'll do a little plot twist.
I love that one.
And then Sose's like, I need 2 of these. I need both the serious one and the silly one. Put the silly one in.
So, like, one of my favorite things about Tozu, which like is largely in part, like, you know, largely executed so well in part due to like the way he's written, but also like to the way that you voice him, is that he actually succeeds in like, I think what Monokuma was kind of supposed to be, which is being this like very silly kind of like like over the top theatrical like mustache twirling villain who is also like scary as hell.
Yes.
And, like it's so like I don't know how to
Speaking
describe
of
it.
scary as hell,
Yeah.
did you guys see the video of like if you trigger something in the game, Tozu's shadow looks around the corner of the room?
I love that they
Really
programmed
cool.
that. I love
did
that
not
they
see
programmed
that.
that. Yeah, there's like certain interactions where like if you stand in a
It
certain
was
point,
Cerise. Yes, thank you.
yeah, there's like music that'll play when you're walking down the hallway, and if you look just enough, you'll see the Tozu shadow peeking from around the corner, and then he'll go back behind the corner. And then if you check there, he's not there anymore.
God, I hate that. Dude,
I love it.
When you meet him in the basement and he says you leave first, it does the same silly sound effect that like it plays over Cassidy's face earlier and it's really funny, but for some reason in that like specific moment, like I was ready to shit myself and close my computer. It was so bad.
Yeah. Was it I wish I could have voiced some of the stuff in the in that in the basement. Like that would have been so much fun for me, because it's just like I want to like have that the energy of like going from silly into sinister, where it's just like, oh, by the way, you might want to check on your influencer friend. I don't think you should be leaving him home alone. Go on. You leave first.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would have enjoyed let me voice it.
You know, I definitely like. It was originally going to be an incentive, but I was like, no, I'll just do this like later on in my free time, because I don't like have a lot of time at the moment. But I was like, I want to like either like have a tweet or a form where I will just ask, what lines do you wish were voiced? And actually like make a video of just the gameplay, but me voicing it. And then getting people like involved in everything. I mean, the ideal thing, of course, would be to do a like full voice acted, Edith's Garden fully voiced or something. And I'm like, I'm sure you guys would be down, but if I go up to like, Maddie, like she's like, whoa, what? I need to do more work than I thought. I'd be like, I'm so sorry about it, you know? Yeah.
I mean, I would love to if I had the time, but that it's hyper unrealistic. Like,
yeah.
There's a lot
I
of
would
dialogue.
do it. But I do it. I do it.
I think the person who would have it worse by far is Carlito.
Oh yeah,
bro.
Yeah, Carlito would be dead.
Oh god.
Oh no.
I think the trial lines alone, just for all the blue text, would kill me.
Well, you know,
All the
you know what
all
I'm
the inner
really excited
monologues.
for.
What's that?
You know what I'm really excited for? So I don't talk about it much, but obviously we're doing like translation, and I am like the leader of the Dutch translation team. First of all, who even wants the game in Dutch? We can all speak English over here, but I was just like, you know what? Like it would be fun. Because, you know, that's my language, you know, it'd be fun to see what they sound like. And I thought I can make this even better. I'm going to ask if I can cast a Dutch like team. Which I did. I chose all of them pretty recently.
Whoa!
And we're currently doing the chapter 1 trailer, and I sent them, or I'm about to send them the VA reveal lines in Dutch. So, yeah, that's really exciting.
Oh my god, I can't wait to watch playthroughs and hear what it sounds like.
Yes.
I know it's gonna be so fun, and of course, like I was like I'm reprising as Diana.
Nice.
come on.
But Star was there like, come on, Snow, like this person that we're listening to, they could maybe be a good Diana. I'm like, I'm sorry, Star, I'm not giving it away. He was like, yeah, but like you could focus more on official lines. I'm like, yeah, but like I want to do
When else are
both.
you gonna
I
get the
can do
chance to
both
voice Diana in Dutch? I mean, come on.
in my own language. Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody was
Ooh,
asking
I
like
have a
what other languages
question.
will be. Oh yeah, go ahead.
So my question to everyone is, if you could choose a language for Eden's Garden to be dubbed in, what language would you want to hear it in the most?
That's a good question. I am always so like I don't know why. Yeah, a lot of people are saying Spanish, which I would agree with. Like Spanish is like what came to mind first. I would love to hear that.
Ooh.
But I'm always like so I don't know why. It's always just so crazy to me like that we have a pretty like notable fan base in like East Asia, like Korea, Japan. Because like I mean, this is a fan game that's based on a franchise that came from Japan. So to hear like this game be localized into Japanese to me would be like so surreal. I think it'd be really cool to hear.
I love the Korean fans so much. Like seriously, like I call myself like the K-pop like grandmother because I listen to K-pop that like their parents and grandparents would listen to. So every single time they're just like, "Oh my God, Snow! Like I love you so much," and everything, and like it's so wild that like our culture so well and everything. And honestly, if one of the Korean fans is listening, one of my biggest dreams, and I know this is a little greedy of me, I want a Korean fan to teach me Korean to the point I can voice Diana in Korean as well.
I mean, that's a hefty undertaking right there.
I
It's gonna be
really
Diana
want
in
to
every
learn.
single dub.
Yeah, imagine.
No, literally, like I just want everyone to teach me their language.
Polyglot arc starting.
I should do all the characters in every language. Yes.
Oh man. Yeah. You guys have any
The
other
Simlish dub.
Simlish.
Was it? I honestly don't have a language that I could think of personally. Jokingly, Pig Latin would be funny.
Oh my
Pig
God.
Latin dub, let's go.
Oh no.
Any fluent Pig Latin speakers in the chat? Ude Ense Orye Ezume Reis the team. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that would be so funny. Dude, Animal Crossing? Animal Crossing language?
Animal Crossing language.
No.
Splatoon.
Splatoon.
Let it get buried. Let it get buried.
No.
Don't worry, I'll just say, everyone, look at this. Everyone.
Yeah, it posted
yes,
in the chat
everybody.
was the real. You want to go check that out?
Wait. Can I like pin this for myself?
You could save it.
Copy message link, and I will send it.
To message.
Oh.
Delete message. Oh man.
Yeah, I'd have
Got
to
it.
steal
Yeah,
your
no, that
answer
one's
about
rough.
Japanese. I mentioned earlier that I'm a sub over dub person, so hearing it in Japanese would be like freaking crazy. And I would also
Hey, yo-
be so curious to hear.
Hey, yo,
if
real quick,
the-
that jet.
Oh yeah.
That jet spawn on. Sorry. Sorry, had to interrupt.
Thank you.
Is that you?
I think, but
Might
it
be
would be
Schmidt.
so interesting to hear if like the interpretations of people in dubs would be like interpreting the character in a whole new way, or if they would be trying to impersonate the original actors.
Yeah, it's always
Mm.
interesting to hear the difference in like certainly like
Yeah.
anime, for example, the way it gets localized into English
Yes.
dubs. Like sometimes they do take that route of just like, okay, we're not gonna like try to voice match, we're just gonna like interpret the character again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always cool to hear.
It
Which
was
do you prefer?
actually
What?
Hmm?
What?
You go first.
Oh, it was actually quite difficult to cast the Dutch VAs because obviously I was like, am I gonna choose someone who sounds like a lot like the original, or am I just gonna like be like, okay, well, like I like your version of it, even though it's not like the original. But I think I'm kind of like a lot of my choices are like perfectly in the middle, which I really like.
Gotcha.
You also don't have to like cast for like them being exactly like the English dub or whatever. Like you could still take
Yeah.
a different direction as long as they can still deliver like that same energy.
I definitely think some of them are like creepily like whoa, okay, I dropped something. They are like creepily close to the original.
Ooh.
So I'm really excited for people to see that.
My
Yeah.
curiosity has been piqued.
I think honestly, I think D, the Dutch Jean, it's quite creepy to hear them. I'm like,
Well, I
I'm
have
like,
a secret. No.
no, literally, I was like,
D is are you doing
like, D,
is
do
this
you
a
have to tell
different
me
account?
something? Yeah, it's just a different account. Like, when did you learn Dutch? Like, what?
Can Nederlands? I don't know.
Oh,
I speak German is close enough.
I can teach you a sentence, and then everyone here tries
Where's
it
that
out.
video? The Diana
Where?
Kaas video.
Oh, kaas. Yeah, it's
Yes.
cheese in Dutch.
It's so good.
I've not heard of this.
Somebody
Wait, I
just-
need this media.
Send me the video.
Oh my goodness, I don't even know where it is.
Oh,
It's an ancient, excellent shit post.
The ancient
More than
relics of the days of old. Lost.
Wow.
But yeah, no, yeah, I'm really excited to hear if people end up doing dubs, whether it's like official or fan dubs or whatever. I always love hearing like other people's interpretations of the characters. Like, we were saying before, it's really cool to hear people do impressions. But I think it's also cool to hear like how other people, would like, yeah, like how they would do their take on the character, like independent of our voices for them or whatever.
For sure.
So
it's always fun to see the passion of others.
I thought I had like a chapter 1 question, but it has escaped me.
yeah, we keep doing major tangents.
It do be like that sometimes.
That's how you know it's a good conversation.
So you know we're goated.
So you know we're goated.
With the sauce.
I do have to take my leave here because I am predisposed later. But I don't know if you guys wanted to continue going. I'm assuming so because you guys got a fucking fire going on here, and I don't want to like ruin that. But
Well, thank you so
Only
much
taking
for
my
organizing
leave.
this.
Yeah, no, it was
Yeah,
cool.
of course.
Thank you.
Any excuse to hang out with you guys, I'll take.
Aww.
Oh.
Aww.
Have a wonderful night,
more and
man.
more gaming.
Thank you. I'll see y'all.
Bye.
See ya.
Yeah, take care. There he goes.
Rip.
There
The legend.
There he goes again.
Oh gosh, so guys, you heard about the Eden's Garden musical, right?
Hey, wait, what?
Yes. Robbie is writing a musical.
Yeah, he's totally doing that,
Oh,
right?
wait, was he actually?
Like,
Not-
can I sing it? Can I sing as Diana?
I thought he was just joking.
I think he was just joking.
Yeah,
but-
yeah. But I
But,
mean,
you know.
it'd be so cool if you would.
I want to be Diana in every language, the live action, the musical, the audio drama, everything.
The book, the graphic novel, the
No,
tabletop game.
I'm honestly so serious right now. Like, if people want to teach me their language, just I'm open. I'm open.
Holy moly. Just like Diana is the one character in
sock
every
puppet
dub. It's the
version.
same.
That's
same
the
voice actor.
same, yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, please do, Felix. Please do
Beautiful
teach me Canadian.
French.
Yes.
Well, I guess
Oh,
chapter one
Vietnamese,
question.
I love.
Oh, yeah?
What are you guys? Who do you think is gonna be the next victim murderer pair in chapter 2?
Oh, no.
I don't know if we're allowed to make those sorts of
I don't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
things
Okay,
just because
Yeah.
we're staff. People will
That's
take it as
fair, okay.
gospel.
Okay,
We,
fair
you
enough.
know, we
As
like
much
we
as
have to
I'd
say
love-
this every time that like we don't actually know anything more than anybody else here knows. Like, but
Yeah.
we just don't want people to read too heavily into the things that we theorize. So
Yeah.
That's fair.
Was it? I mean, hell, I would love to talk theory crafting. Was it? Me, Dakota, and Dee have been.
Yeah.
We've been
Ooh.
cooking up some stuff like freaking Alex Jones with tinfoil hats on, and she's just like,
Yeah.
"We know things. We know
like
what's going on."
stormed into Star's DMs like sometime a few weeks ago, and we were like, "All right, Star, we're on to you. Here's all of our evidence." Blah, blah, blah. And he's just sitting there like,
You guys are idiots.
You guys need to go to bed."
Yeah, puffer sandwich, just like that. Just the Pepe Sylvia shit,
Yes.
like red tape and everything. We know, we know, we have secrets.
Oh man. What was I gonna say? So.
Oh my god! Wait, that Junko Inoshima comment reminded me of. There's this one playthrough where Diana says something, and this person just goes quiet for a second and then goes, Wolfgang just realized that Diana is actually Junko Inoshima, and I'm like,
No.
yep, let's just go with that one.
There it is. You got
Not
us.
allowed.
Chapter one
Oh,
question
that's so
for y'all.
funny. I love that.
One of my favorite things about this whole experience is that like we get to learn, you know, a whole lot of new stuff about our character like as we go along. And so like did you guys have the experience of like with chapter 1, were there any, you know, I mean, Luz, I anticipate you'll have a good answer for this, but were there like certain things about your character that you were like, ooh, like I didn't, you know, think about that, like, you know, things that you learned that were very, you know, particularly intriguing to you, and like how that sort of like felt in comparison to the image that you had for them after the prologue?
I'm just happy that the students actually interact with Tozu instead of just like, you know,
Yeah,
like Canon Monokuma just being there being annoying and everybody's like, yeah, okay. But
that's true.
I like the fact they're like Tozu's there and they're like, okay, well, I have a question, and it's like, oh yes, what? Yes, my dear pupil, what is it? Tell
we
me
did
what
get to
you
see
need.
him like much. He wasn't just like this disembodied voice most of the time. Like he was very like interactive with a lot of the students more, which
Yes.
is it was cool to see, especially like his more like sinister side. Really, I think came out in chapter 1.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I'll pass this to someone else because my answer is obvious.
Wow.
Snow, do you have any thoughts?
Well, I mean, I feel like she's just very like similar to what I expected. I'm just always surprised how considerate she is of others,
Mm-hmm.
but how other people constantly see it as like faking it or being like, you know, like this like perfect person. But especially in this chapter, you can clearly tell she's going through a lot, and she, you know, she even shares like that she has never been okay, and that like she is tired of like lying to herself. And I just think that people are a bit too harsh on her. Like, yeah, like I think she deserves a bit more kindness and understanding. But yeah.
Yeah.
No, like I totally agree with that. Just because, like I kind of have to admit, like I feel the same way other people did, where it's like, ain't nobody that nice, ain't no way. And it's like at the end of the chapter, I'm like, oh,
I guess you were that nice.
no, I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah.
bad.
It's tough. Like obviously, I think everybody is conditioned. Like, okay, death game, trust nobody. Everybody has an ulterior motive. You know, whatever. But you know, I think Diana is like a breath of fresh air in that way, that she is like genuinely just somebody who is really a little too nice, like to the point where it like becomes a burden on her. Because like I was not expecting, you know, like after kind of like, you know, Eva kind of like betrayed her, right? But like even after that, like that she still kind of like carries like real guilt
Yeah.
for what happened to Eva, and like
No,
clearly like still, you know.
and that's why it's like, of course, I totally understand if people dislike a character. They're totally welcome to. I will not judge. It's just that I really do see so much of Diana in me, because I always approach people with so much like open-mindedness. I give people a lot of chances, and often to the point where I end up being the one getting hurt. So it's definitely like somehow like seeing other people being so harsh on her, I do feel a little bit like, you know, but it's so relatable though, like man.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I
because
was so
especially
mad.
like I feel like Diana is like the perfect encapsulation of what I kind of like aspire to be. Like I wish that, like I feel like she has this like braveness that I still like lack a little bit. Um so she's incredibly inspiring to me.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I was like, the way that Eva treated Diana was enough to like completely swap my opinion of her. Like, as soon as she started going after Diana, I was just like, wow, Eva sucks. Eva's a bad character. I don't like her anymore. And then I like did some self searching and was like, okay, you know, I can see maybe where she was coming from. Maybe I don't hate her with all of my being, but that was upsetting.
I was about to ask you. I was like, did your opinion of like Eva change based on that?
Oh God! And because so like I played through it with Daz and Aji, so that video will come out. But like both of them were like, "Oh, Eva," and I was like, "No, I hate her. Let her die. Suffer. You're bad."
Oh man.
What was it? I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, go.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I was conflicted, definitely, because it's like, oh man, I kind of relate to this character, but at the same time, there's also the idea of they're lying. So I'm like, I feel pity for the situation, but did this actually happen? Is this true? I'm conflicted.
It's tough, right? Like I you know, I'm biased. I love Eva, right? But like in reflection, like obviously she is responsible, at least in part, for what happened to her, right? Like she kind of, you know, brought about her own demise. But like, is she? I think it would be like such a shame for somebody to just be like, "Oh, Eva's horrible because she's mean to, you know, everybody and she betrayed Diana and blah blah blah." And it's like, yeah, okay, but like let's think about how this happened. How did we get here? You know. And again, it does not like necessarily excuse like killing somebody in cold blood, but like that's just the really phenomenal thing about her character to me is that like you can look at this like person who is clearly so terribly flawed and like not really in the right, but like you can't help but feel sorry for her, you know.
What's crazy to me is the way the writers like they had a way to to make Eva even more blameless because she could have started off her argument saying, as soon as I found the traitor perk, I was told I had to kill her, I'd be killed, and then you'd be like, oh, but they did, but that's not her first reason. It takes her a long time to even get there.
Yeah,
like they don't let her be blameless.
I think like
I think that's what makes it better and hurt more.
Yeah, exactly. I think that was smart.
Yeah.
And
my
that was beautiful of the writers.
Yeah. My like kind of, I guess headcanon or whatever for that thing. Cause like people are like, oh, well, is it like, can you really blame her if she like, was told that she was going to die unless she killed? But it's like, you also have to think I like to imagine Tozu didn't give her that like, gotcha until she, like she accepted the perk under the pretense of like, I will use this to kill somebody. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that like, yeah, I don't think that like, it would be fair to assume that Eva accepted the perk thinking, oh, well, I'll just have it to have it. You know what I mean? So that's how I see that it's like, she's not so blameless in that sense,
Yeah, but now that people know, I'm just wondering what's going to happen next time.
Right.
It's like, okay, well, it's like, don't worry, we're going to change things around a little bit, and tag you're it, figure it out, bye-bye!
Bye-bye!
I am so curious what would have happened if Eva hadn't taken Damon, because Damon is the one who's like, hey, don't tell anybody about the perk. And then Eva was like, okay, I got that. But like, what would have happened if everyone stumbled upon that perk at the same time? Like, one person would have had to accept the perk, and then everyone would have known that that person would have had to kill or be killed. Like, it would have messed up everything if they hadn't had a single.
The thing is, it was really targeted though, because who else knows math like she does? Come on.
But
like, nobody would have understood it.
Could have been anyone. I don't know what you're talking about.
But like theoretically, in a circumstance where Eva had been like, Damon, come with me to do this, then they would have both like it's interesting that they were so confident that only one person would stumble across this, because literally if there had been two or more people, like the entire idea wouldn't have held up. Right? Like, because then
I feel like they would have immediately been like, well, some people wouldn't even understand that it's a math question. If some people did understand that it's a math question, they would be like, Ava, you figure it out and tell us the answer. Like, why would she do that?
Right, but you have to keep in mind that like, and this is where like Tozu was, kind of playing his game, right? Like Eva was clearly, because Tozu's watching all this happen. Like Eva was clearly an outcast at this point.
Really targeted.
Right. So like, I think there is something to be said about like, yes, obviously it was probably like not the right move for Eva to keep all of this to herself. She could have like told the group, be like, hey, I figured out this thing. Let's all check it out together. But she didn't. But why didn't she? Because she had been so isolated by Wolfgang and like the others, Again, not saying that completely excuses her, but like it is like, some insight into why that happened.
I mean, and also Damon told her to. Like, he was like, oh, let's keep this a secret.
Yeah. Oh man, it was such a well written chapter for that reason. Like you can go back and forth like so many times of like, oh, but Eva should have done this. Oh, but can you blame her for doing that? Oh, but this. Yeah, a very well written, classic tragic character.
Yeah.
So
I'm really not mad at all that she died though. It was so like fulfilling and worthwhile.
Well, can you really say that after watching the execution? That was pretty.
Okay, that was such a brutal. I was like, wow, this is really long. They're making her suffer.
It was really hard to watch.
Yeah.
Oh man.
My opinion on Damon. Well, even though he isn't like my favorite character, I think like there are characters in Ida's Garden where I'm like, I love them because of the way they are written, rather than I love them as a character.
Right.
I think there's definitely characters that I think, I really don't like your personality, but because I don't like your personality, that makes it that you were really well written. Like,
Yeah.
Agreed.
yeah.
Yeah. Damon would be insufferable to be friends with, but he's like one of my favorite characters.
I agree.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm always like, I love Damon. He's such an asshole. Oh man.
It's weird for me though, because like I like Damon because he's an asshole, but I hate Winona because she's an asshole. It's different. It's like a different shade of asshole, and I don't understand how to explain it, but there's just a difference to it. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Winona. I don't like her. if that makes sense.
I like her. I just don't like her.
No, same though.
Like, design-wise, she is absolutely peak. I love her design.
Oh
yeah.
god, she's way too pretty.
Yeah.
But
I would like Winona a lot more if she were, because it feels like a lot of times, I don't doubt that she's incredibly smart, right? But it feels like a lot of the time during the trial, she will like push the trial in the wrong direction, you know? With the sort of attitude of like, you're all stupid. Like, this is obviously what it is. And it's like, no, Winona, that's actually not what it is. I think that's maybe why. Because like Damon obviously is like, you know, usually spearheading the trial. So it's like, okay, this guy's a jerk, but like, yeah, he's pretty good at what he does. So, but I think that it will probably change over time. Like, I think Winona has yet to have her moment.
I'm so excited for the character. Like, I really pray that every single character gets a good, nice heap of character development.
For sure. Same.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like one of the really cool things about just the way that the writers are, you know, working so well with the cast. Like working with a large cast is so hard. It's so much easier to just like put all your eggs into 3 characters, and then everybody else is just like, and I'm also here for the occasional one-liner. But I think the writers are doing a really good job of like balancing the characters out so that like everybody feels very much like a fully fleshed out character.
Absolutely.
Fast imitation deco. Yeah. Oh my god. I wish we could like talk about our crazy theories about the imitation art, but I guess we're not like 100% allowed to.
Bruh, I wish Tozu and Mara had imitation.
Yes.
But I feel like that would reveal too much.
It might. Yeah. Kara got one. I mean.
Well, yeah, but yeah, but she's dead.
Yeah, she's dead.
She's dead. She was just the prologue.
Yeah. No, that's. Oh man. Those have just wormed their way into my brain, and like they're constantly just like spinning around somewhere in the background, like what if this, what if that.
All right, guys. I think I'm at the end of my mental capacity. I might have to dip.
Alrighty.
I hope you guys stay strong. Good night, you guys. Thank you for having me. Bye.
Take care. Oh, man.
Are there any more characters or questions rather?
Any more questions? From my end.
Maybe we should take like questions from chat or something if they have anything.
Why not? Why not?
We could do a few, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down.
You know, Teoso's favorite musical is.
Shoot. Well, for one, I need to actually like look into musicals because I'm not that big on them personally. I've definitely warmed up to them. Like before, I was like musical, ew. But now I'm like, oh, you know, I get it. I was just never that big of a musical person myself.
You know, I know exactly what Tozu would like. I'm not saying this because I like it the most, but I feel like Star Kid musicals are totally Tozu's thing. Star Kid is fantastic.
Wait, I think I know which one you're talking about. Is that the was it? I remember seeing like a short like "Who will pray for me?" That one.
Yeah, that is.
Okay, yeah. No, I I kind of
That
agree
is
with you
from
on that one.
Nerdy Prudes Must Die. That's
yeah,
from,
that's what it was. That's what it was.
yeah.
I feel like
the way that the characters are written in StarKid is very Tozu like.
yeah, okay, so now I'm getting a mix. I'm getting like, okay, he's probably like both Nerdy Prudes Must Die, and then I don't even know if you would call this a musical. I would guess because it's in the name, but High School Musical. Both sides
really?
were just like extremely PG and then just murdering kids.
I was gonna say, I feel like Tozu could maybe enjoy like oh no, now I'm losing the name. What is it called?
What is it called?
Oh no. The one with Johnny Depp. Sweeney Todd.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
The like chopping off heads.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the gory side. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I could see that.
Honestly, like I like don't want to make fans work, but Tozu together with Wiggly from StarKid, from the StarKid franchise.
For a second,
Wiggly.
For a sec, I was confused. I'm like, Wiggly. I was like, you mean the Wiggles? What?
Wiggles.
No, Wiggly.
What? I did not know where that was going for a moment there. But that honestly, both. Oh my god.
Hold on, let me see if I can find like an image that I can put in the chat.
Okay. What's it like playing the role of the Killing Game host?
So
I
this
thoroughly
is
enjoy it.
Wiggly.
It's
a furry toy with tentacles in its mouth.
Oh my god.
It. Terrifying.
It has is it got like the hello, Wendy Wend? Like that's how it sounds. It's really creepy.
Good lord.
Tickle my tummy. And I'm like, no, it's so
It's like, all right, we're gonna get off tickle me Elmo bullshit.
no, that's a play on it. It's a
Yeah.
Kev, you want to finish your
Oh yeah, sorry. But yeah, no, I love being the Killing Game host. I am working under the assumption that I'm probably going to last till near the end or the end. So I'm like, cool, I don't die.
I get to sit back, I get to watch this whole thing. Don't have to worry.
I last a little bit. That's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's fun. Like part of the February frenzy, like I jokingly say that I'm happy that I'm not participating. There are times where it's like I kind of wish I was, but on the other end, I'm like I do not have the amount of pull half of the team does. I'm like,
oh man, I'd love to make something, and then I'm like, it's going to look pathetic next to like Aji
exactly.
doing Kendrick Lamar, like.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I'm getting my like hell. I'm scared of Aji. You kidding me?
Yeah.
She's like half my age and pulling this shit.
Seriously, that's what I love to do, man. Somebody was asking about favorite ships. Do you guys have I mean, I think I know Snow's answer, but
wait, to what?
Favorite
ships.
Oh.
I mean.
I mean.
Do we even have to say it? Oh, man.
Yeah.
Kev, are you a fan of any ships in particular, or are you just just want to watch the world burn?
Yes. I mean, obviously. I do enjoy the diva ships that like.
Yeah.
You do?
Like,
wait, really?
Yeah. No, I was like, oh, especially like the arts that I've seen of it. I'm like, oh, it hurts.
Aw, yeah.
It hurts. What could have been?
I do like
diva. Like it feel like to those who like Alien Stage, like diva it like feels like it should be a part of like Alien Stage because it's like,
Yeah.
damn, it hurts.
Damn, it hurts.
What's funny is that like I was watching that channel that did Alien Stage before Alien Stage came out, and I'm like, hey, yo, whoa, where'd this fandom come from? What?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like I was like, I remember seeing a few of these Alien Stages. I'm like, oh, this is awful. I love it. Like how painful all of this is, and then just like, oh, I'm seeing a lot of art of this. Fandom is brewing. I see.
Oh my gosh.
Really neat.
I have to say, like, I don't know how you all did this, but I have suddenly like really warmed up to, I don't know what the official name is, Yuli Nona or whatever.
Oh, Old Money.
Old Money. Because like,
no, please don't call it that. I hate that name.
I kind of
take
dig
any
it.
name.
I kind of dig it. I don't know. I think
like
Old Money's pretty. It's like with Damon and Eva being basement dwellers. Like that was. It's so clever and good.
That one grew on me too. I have to say, like, initially I was like, oh, come on, don't ship Damon and Eva just because like they are clearly like, you know, two very prominent characters. It's like the Makoto Kirigiri ship. No. But like they're cute. Come on.
It is.
And like the same thing with Ulysses and Winona. Like initially I was like, what the hell what would Winona want to do with this like sleep deprived Victorian child? But like it's cute. I don't know how to explain it. Somehow it has just become very cute to me.
Pap can join. Pap can join.
Bring him in.
Raise your hand. There he is.
The Dez.
Apparently, I have perms to just join whenever I want. Okay.
Hooray!
He's got.
I don't know why I have those perms. Anyway, hello.
I actually have a ship that you might not expect. I really like Wolfgang and Grace, actually.
It's a good get. It's a good and canon.
Yes.
Correct.
I just think they like balance each other out so well. Like
It
the
is
very
actually
like
cute, I have to admit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think I just don't like Wolfgang. That's why. No. Oh man.
I get that.
No, I listen. It's complicated with Wolfgang. All right, don't get me on my soapbox. But you know, I don't hate him.
And I honestly, I have to say, there are so many characters where sometimes I will think they literally had no interaction. They would never work together. And then the community will make some fan art about it and like have their little headcanon on how their relationship would be. And I'm like,
shit.
Hold
it's
on.
good.
I think you're
Why are they cute?
It gives
like,
you the
there's
idea, and it's like, oh wow, they
like,
would
there's
actually work pretty well.
There's a poll being held right now. I forgot by who, but it's the like rare pair competition.
Okay.
And the ship that's winning right now is Kai and Jet. I was like,
That's
wait,
what?
I like that. They're both kind of like extroverted, but like
in different ways.
In their own like different
in different
fields.
ways. Yeah. And I was like,
So apologies
wait,
for
like,
any noise on my end. I'm driving.
No worries.
You're good.
I quite like that.
They're silly guys. I dig it.
Yeah.
Love a good silly ship.
You know,
Two silly.
I get it because like
creatures.
was it the vibe was it because I remember Dakota saying this like either in an interview or just like in a conversation that for Kai he basically got like the energy from Shaggy from Scooby Doo and Jet got the laugh of Scooby Doo, so it's like
Put two and two together.
Oh
It just
yeah.
works. I think
And
that's
then
part of that rare ship kind of works.
Yeah.
Call the
And
ship
then
the
there's-
mystery gang.
and then there's a ship I was never really huge on that recently I've just been seeing art. And it actually got me to start writing a fan fiction.
Oh, boy.
And the voice actor of this character has also written something of his own, which is Diana and Mark. I think there's potential.
I saw the
used to
neat
not
start.
like
That was all I
it,
needed to
but I
see.
see potential.
The Nefast art was actually really good.
It was so good. I like initially, if you told me that before I saw that art, I would be like, "Ew, ugh, yuck." But then
Yeah.
Nefast made that, and it was like, "Okay,
Yucky.
all right."
I think what got me to be like, okay, I kind of like that. Is the specific image of just Diana taking the cigarette? It's like, no, you're not doing that. Stop! You told me you'd quit.
It is cute. Oh, damn it! Damn it! How could they do this?
I can't take this no more, man.
Oh man.
But yeah, like
Yeah.
I just think that like originally I was like I think they would both just like hate each other too much. Like obviously she is quite an open-minded person, so she would try to interact here and there, but he's just like super closed off. So I was like, I don't really think it's like gonna work. But then I was like, oh, but like the really like soft approach of trying to like trying to open up to someone. I was like, oh, maybe that works. But I see that maybe more in like Diva, because like I was like
the jet mark. It's very popular jet ski.
yeah.
I do want to point out in the chat. I do want to point out in the chat real quick.
Team Treasure besties. That's for sure.
The bio card where it says Ulysses is 17 is an outdated bio card. His age has been updated to 19.
Yes.
And Diana got updated to 17. She was 16 originally.
Yeah.
And then Mark was 17 and then it was 18, I think.
Yes, a couple ages
Yeah.
got shifted around. Pav, we were
I'm only
discussing.
skimming every now and then.
Somebody was asking about favorite ships. I don't know if you have any in particular that you care to shout out.
Well, of course, apart from my bias towards Yuliano.
Yeah. You and Brooke have just been pumping out so much good stuff. I think like you guys are honestly the reason that I like that ship now.
Oh, buddy! There's so many good ones. I think one that I find insanely cute is Damon and Eva. I love all the art I've seen. It's been adorable.
It is. It's grown on me so much after chapter 1.
I want to ask about like least favorites, but I feel like we might open up some deep hole in the fandom.
Let's keep everything positive here.
Yeah, let's keep that bottom up.
It's true. I think that's smart.
Just start like the Family Guy meme where it's just like, don't care for it. What about it? It insists
I did not care for the Godfather.
It insists upon itself. What does that even mean?
Oh man. Let me. I gotta
least
scroll
favorite
back
ship,
here.
Jean's.
Jean's. I know.
Jean's boat.
Let's do something we can all agree upon. Least favorite ships: Toshiko x anyone.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Yeah, exactly.
She's 14.
Yep.
Get her out of there.
I gotta like scroll back here.
Get her out of there.
See, because headcanons are so difficult to mention as well, because it kind of gets similar to like saying who we think is gonna die next. Like we don't want to accidentally say something that's like a headcanon of ours, and then for the staff team to be like, why did you put this into fans' mind? Like now they think it's canon, and that's
true.
like the
I mean, we could talk about like silly headcanons, right? Like we could
Yeah,
talk
like-
about just
like,
like
We,
I
a
think
musical
this
we are
is your
also
favorite
like allowed to
topic or whatever.
theorize because we're not given that much information apart from our script.
Right, but I
Not
just
true.
me personally, I'm playing it safe where it's like, yeah, even though I don't know anything, I'm still technically staff, and I don't want that to be taken like, oh well, they said it, it's gospel. It's like no,
Right.
no.
That
Yeah,
actually
anytime
has
I've
like
previously like written theories in like the text chats, I've made it clear that
I
like
think
this is not
like
based on anything I know.
I think like when it comes to a lot of headcanons for Diana, I'm just like whatever I like, she likes. Whatever I dislike, she dislikes. Whatever I say,
They
she
just
probably
copy
says
pasted you into
too.
Eden's garden.
one in the same.
Yeah.
No, it's funny because like we, you know, I do think that it can be potentially a bit dangerous business, like Kev was saying, for us to talk about headcanons, because like it actually has happened. It happened to me in chapter 1, where like something that I kind of like, I guess, I don't know if I'd call it like headcanoning. It was sort of like, you know, related to like, I guess like you could say character work or whatever for Jean. There was like an element of like kind of his backstory that I sort of was like, I don't know, I'm just gonna like imagine that this is like, you know, this is a fact of his backstory or whatever, and then it was actually confirmed in his FTEs, and I was like, whoa, okay,
Shit, I didn't know that.
Oh dear.
So we do have to be
Yeah.
careful about what we say.
I think I remember it was like very early on into getting cast where somebody asked me for a headcanon on Diana's like nationality. And I had a headcanon and I mentioned it. And then like a week later or something, it was like, oh, Snow says Diana is this nationality. And I'm like, no, that's not it.
Yeah, no.
I hate
No.
when people will turn
That's
things
not
around
it.
like that.
That is not what I said. Don't put words in my mouth.
And then I definitely had some staff being like, "Hey, Snow, can you just like be quiet?" Like, which is fair. Like, I don't blame that.
I'm home, chat.
We're home.
He's
We
home.
made it. Let's
He's
go.
Hey,
I didn't crash my car. It's a miracle.
Don't look under your bed. Somebody was asking before, like favorite community meme. There are a lot of good ones. You guys have any ones
there's
that come
just
to
so
mind?
many.
I know mine off the top of my head. I need to find the video.
Oh boy.
Dig it up.
It was
There's
before the voice
too
actors were
many.
even cast. That's how long ago it was.
Oh
That's a
dang.
true classic.
Was
I think my
it?
favorite is always going to be the Cass copy pasta.
Cassidy Amber's voice
Yeah.
actor is good. However,
It's so good. Like
Oh, the copy pasta, bro.
It drives me insane that that's like a real thing that happened. Like it's not something that somebody made up as a shit post. It's a real comment. I'm like, this is
Yeah, it's
amazing.
like what somebody thought for real.
I love it so much because it's so copy pasta coded, dude. Oh man, I love it.
Where's the video?
I think like
Yeah,
in
that
general,
copy pasta was great.
I think in general it's too difficult to say, but in the past few weeks, I just know that Aji's Not Like Us is going to be a memory.
That was genuinely
for
really
for a
good.
long time.
Yeah, no, it goes
Yeah.
way too hard, honestly.
If it had been posted before the votes had closed, there would not have
Coaching on
been
the
that sudden death round. I think a lot of the votes would have been swayed by that if it weren't posted afterward.
Yeah. But honest to God. So
Thank you,
is that-
Felix.
I found the video.
The copy pasta. It's in the chat.
Thank you.
There it is.
The video is in the chat. I just posted it.
Oh, this is old.
Yeah. Back when people thought that Ulysses was going to have a German accent.
Oh yeah.
I also
Ulysses Wilhelm.
loved the well, two things. Luz's video with Daz of the
Yes.
trying to beat the Wolfgang in a card game, really good.
That one's so
And
That was a good one.
another favorite is the video with Pap and Daz, where it's like truth or dare, truth. When did you last sleep? Dare.
Yeah.
Go to sleep.
I don't like this
this
game.
game. I love
I don't like this game.
That's a good one.
The sudden death was wild. I was told yesterday that it was the same exact losing percentage that Ulysses had against Eloise a year or two ago.
Yeah, no,
It was
I saw that and I'm like, history repeated itself.
I was even more upset because one of my own friends had voted Toshiko just to spite me. 'Cause I was like, okay, well, I don't think you're my friend anymore.
Could have swung the vote.
You could have changed history by one vote, but you kept it on the same track.
That's
I
insane.
need to track down those 25 people.
Oh my lord.
Where are they?
I'm heading to your
I will find
location.
you.
Fast.
I will kill you.
No.
I'm 150 meters away from your location. I'm approaching, rep. Start running.
Oh, and I just have to shout out Ursian
Oh,
for
the
making
manifesto.
Winona manifesto.
The Winona manifesto.
I got to hold it in my hands when we went to San
It's
Diego.
real.
The-
If
He
y'all don't
printed it
know,
out.
it exists. It's physical. It's like
It's
bound.
real.
It's real. We have seen it.
It's
so real.
It's so good.
Oh my god.
Oh my lordy.
The Winona Manifesto. There's just so many good things that have come out of this community. I love it.
Absolutely.
Oh man, so many good just like silly dubs and like things like the Winona Manifesto and the Cassidy Copy Pasta that just are born out of like some miracle.
Oh, was it? I know it's not particularly Project Eden's Garden related, but I did make it a meme. The hot.
The hot. Yes.
Yes.
I love that that's
The
like
hot
become just like a community. Like, okay, yeah, we all know the hot. I
I'm
feel like
just
you've
like-
given them
It
a lot of
almost feels like
business.
an inside joke whenever it's brought up among the fans. It's like,
Yeah.
you don't know about the hot? The
I
hot
really,
sandwiches?
really want to try it at some point.
I'm still so sad because it's either I've been adjusted to the spice or they nerfed it. Like they've toned it down because it wasn't as hot the last time I went, and I was so mad about it. Despite the fact that it was still hurting me, but you know, it wasn't the same.
Actively taking tick damage.
Yeah, I'm taking tick damage, but it's not as bad of tick damage. I'm like,
honestly,
this hot
I've
is
been
weak.
I've been so tempted to like I mean obviously this would be way more fun in person, but to do like a like Sean Evans Hot Ones.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Where he sits together with an artist and then they eat hot wings together.
Yes.
And then he like asks like questions to them as he like does that.
We call it hot ones.
The Idris Elba video is fun.
It's so
good. He was suffering towards the end of it.
Was it there was a meme a while ago of that person that was like jumping at a judge.
Yeah.
And somebody drew it as the judge being Tozu and the person attacking being Grace. It was so good. I need to find it. I know it's somewhere in my albums. I've got so many goddamn pictures. It's gonna take a while.
I will always remember that video with somebody putting the FNAF 2 Foxy jump scare sound effect over top of it.
Oh man, that's too good.
Gosh.
Oh my god.
There's so many memes. I can't choose a one favorite. They're all my favorites.
True.
I love all of
I
the
have
memes.
such a silly question.
What that?
So okay, so you cannot choose a too obvious answer for this question. like I don't think you can you can choose like Danganronpa or Ace Attorney to this question.
Okay.
But if you had to pick a video game that Eden's Garden could like collaborate with, or like Eden's Garden could have like a character in certain game, like I don't know, like a Fortnite skin of Cassidy, or like I don't know. What would you think, like, oh, this would be so cool to have that?
Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight would be
okay.
funny.
That would go so hard, honestly.
Oh man, that's
I
tough.
suppose I shall be the one to say Identity V.
Yeah, I saw
Because
some of that in chat.
Yeah, they've done Danganronpa collabs in the past.
That's true.
That's tough. I feel like I kind of got what I wanted with the Balatro mod.
Oh, I was gonna say that too.
Is there a download link for that somewhere? I feel like a friend of mine would really like that.
I will send you the link if I can find it.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I do feel like somebody joked at one point about making like maybe it was Panic. Joked about making like an Eden's Garden fighting game, which I think would be so funny.
Yeah, no, was it? He was talking about Project Eden's Garden fighting game.
Yeah.
I think he made like a turn-based, like an RPG style thing, with Tozu as one of the bosses. I don't know if he's got it saved or anything like that, or if it was just like, oh yeah, I'm just messing around. I'm not gonna actually do anything with it. But it was like a creepy looking Tozu monster, and it's like you know, the Final Fantasy RPG style. I'm like, yo, that's kind of dope. Finish this, please.
Pretty sick, honestly. Yeah, like in the vein of the fighting game thing, I would love if there were just like this is just a crackpot idea. But if you know, like the versus Capcom series, like Project Eden's Garden versus Capcom.
I love that.
Come on.
I would, if it were to ever be done, I would be more than happy to like record new stuff. That'd be cool, dude.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, I think that is the correct link that I sent you. Yeah. And then like I think Bob did like a tutorial video on how to install it because it's a little bit it's not like too complicated, but I definitely needed a guide.
But the friend I had in mind is already familiar with modding Balatro, so
that'll be easy.
He shouldn't have too much difficulty.
Did I
What
pass
characters
it?
would you put in a Resident Evil game? As in, like, which characters from Eden's Garden? I'm not the Resident Evil fan, so I can't weigh in on that one.
Hold on a sec. Let me get back to you on this.
I feel like out of the cast, to put in Resident Evil, well, I'm not familiar with the formula too much. I haven't played any, to be honest. But I sort of get the feel of how the main characters are done. I would feel like the main character would be Desmond.
For who? It's like, you know, he, despite me not knowing that much about Leon Kennedy, he gives me some Leon Kennedy energy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man, people are giving such, people are giving such great suggestions, but like for games to play, but Phasmo is like 4 people only, which is really sad.
When are they gonna add the more company mod to Phasmophobia?
I know they should.
Have like 10 people. Oh man.
I would do everything in my power. If a Lethal Company stream were to happen, I would do everything in my power to make it.
So going back to the Resident Evil conversation, I spoke with my my professional Resident Evil manager here, She says that she would go with either Desmond or John, and Kai would not last.
Yeah, Kai. I was like, Kai would be the comic relief character who gets killed.
Yeah, no, she said. Yeah, Kai would be Ashley Graham.
It'd be Ashley.
just in the middle of a fight, and then just like David.
You got to do like a really annoying escort.
Content warning would also be hella fun.
A content warning would be awesome.
In character content warning.
Oh yeah.
How many people?
I
Can
mean,
play
of course, we're doing Lethal Company at some point. 100%.
Oh yeah, that's happening.
100.
4 for content warning. No, so sad.
There's probably a mod out there for more.
Probably.
Are mods even available for content warning yet?
I do not know.
Oh, I don't think so.
Jackbox,
I also
yeah,
saw,
Jackbox and
someone
Lethal
saying
Company.
Unity game, so I'd imagine it's easy to mod.
I saw someone saying the Death Note game. I haven't seen or like. Yeah, it's like
it's
sort
like
of like
hella complicated Among Us.
But Death Note, yeah.
Yeah, it's Death Note Among Us.
Death Note Among Us. Love it.
I love thinking back on the Phasmo treasure thingy, because like genuinely the KAI problem, I genuinely didn't. I like that was genuinely a mistake. I was just like KAY, you can do it, I. And it's like, she spelled my name wrong, and I was like, oh no, I have to stay in character now. I can't just like run off and laugh my ass off. Like,
it was fun. I was like trying not to wake up my roommate that entire time, so I was like very much not in my peak, content mode. But it was a very fun time.
Yeah.
Was it? Still looking for that the Tozu piece of the judge jump thing. I'm searching. I'm lost in my phone.
Oh, the judge.
Yeah, I gotta find it.
It's
like
so
it's legit upsetting me now. I hate when it's like, oh, there's something I gotta find, and I can't.
I do have like a Peg memes folder that I keep some of my favorite ones in, but I like yes.
I found it, and I found the Kai hot image.
I feel like
yes.
Oh hell yeah!
It's so good.
It's such a good. Like, I wish I could share the video, because I have video of me and Dakota eating the hot, and he's just like takes a good couple bites. 10 seconds go by, drops the sandwich. He's like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
It sounds like it's suffering.
Oh, well, I mean, like, originally, the hot was a chicken sandwich with, like, Carolina Reaper, scorpion pepper,
what the fuck?
Was it ghost pepper, and, like, some other fourth thing, and,
the Infinity Gauntlet of Spice.
Basically, yeah. You had, like, before, it's like they had a poster thing where it's, like, the heat rating, and then I had a receipt. Hold on. No crawling on the desk. Yeah, was it
Cat
mention? Cat mention. She wants to walk on my keyboard constantly. But yeah, so I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Where were we again?
Something about the hot.
Something about the heat level in the receipt.
Oh yeah, the receipt. So the receipt had basically this thing where it's like, I ordered the hot, and it's like, are you sure? Yes. This is the hottest thing on the menu. Yes. You will not get it's like no mercy, no refund. Yes. And I'm like, they got rid of that. And
they don't make you sign a waiver?
They don't. Well, it's like that's why they asked all those questions. Like my receipt became a questionnaire of like, are you sure this is what you want to purchase?
It's like, you will not sue us for whatever happens on your toilet in 3 hours.
Exactly. And so like they got rid of that, and then the last time I went and got the sandwich, the thing isn't as spicy as it used to be. So I'm like, either I've developed a higher tolerance, or they weakened the sandwich.
Or you've
Either
burned your
way,
taste buds off.
Does it still say that it includes those ingredients?
I asked about it, and I don't know. They didn't exactly give me a straightforward answer, but it just the fact that they don't ask like a billion questions before you go through with the purchase makes me assume that they've toned it down due to the risk of like a lawsuit or something. Which honestly is stupid enough where it's like, look, if they had to give you like multiple warnings and you didn't get the hint, that's on you.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I remember
We're
there
too
was
soup
one
heavy in this
time
country.
I remember when I was at a Buffalo Wild Wings one time, and they had a challenge thing for if you can eat like this like little plate of our spiciest wings possible in a certain amount of time without like drinking anything or having anything there to assist you, you would get like a free T-shirt. And I was like, you know what? Screw it, I'll go for it. I failed miserably, but I got pretty far.
Was it? Yeah, no. I know that they used to do that. I haven't been to Buffalo Wild Wings in a long time. The
they
only
made me
reason.
sign a waiver.
I mean, yeah, that's hot wings.
Yeah.
I'm one for like was it Buffalo Wild Wings is just like a bit too expensive for the amount of food that they give you.
I usually end up getting like a small thing when I'm there.
Yeah. Well, it's like I like the Asian Zing there. The Asian Zing wings are really good, but yeah. Anywho, okay. Hold on, give me a sec. There's a cat crawling on my shoulder, and she's gone. She's on my shoulder like a parrot, like a pirate.
Which ones of the Eden Garden cast would be the most tolerable of hot wings? Yeah, as he said, Gabe, like Ulysses would just die, like a body discovery announcement would play.
He's allergic to like 5 different things in the sauce.
Yeah.
Oh man, who would be like?
It's like he wouldn't even know. He just like grabbed some wings, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh God, I'm dying."
I feel like Jet or John would be.
So
very,
I was gonna say, like, I feel like Jet would talk a lot of game about, like, yeah, bro, like this is the hottest thing ever, and I'm like, you know, it's easy for me. But like, Mark would actually like just eat him under the table on anything spicy.
Well,
like,
I'm
Mark would
pretty
not
sure that
be-
Cassidy would like. I mean, she wouldn't care.
Potentially,
She's probably
she is,
done it many times for charity at some point.
She does probably still
Most
have like
likely.
hot Cheeto dust on her fingers from like 5 years ago.
Yeah. I also think like the characters that you would initially think they would be really bad with it would be like amazing with it. Like I think Eloise would be like people would be scared of her. Like they would just be like, Eloise.
Like
she's
this is
gonna
the most
cry."
spiciest thing. What the fuck?
And then Eloise is just like going through all of them like she's
goddamn
like,
champion.
Yeah, Eloise doesn't like
Yeah.
spicy food, but like if you give it to her, she will just eat it.
oh
Like
wait, does it actually? Oh, okay. Like I
No,
was
that's
like, does
that's
it
the
actually say she
expectation.
doesn't like spicy food in the game?
Oh no, that's just like my crackpot theory.
Yeah.
She says she loves buffets, so I'm like, bet I get it, love it, I'm with you. Korean barbecue, let's go.
Me too.
Me and the homies going down the Golden Corral.
The Golden Corral.
Golden Corral.
Oh no. Oh man.
Was it? I saw a question if Tozu is a cat or dog guy. I think both. Cat for just being a natural killing machine, and then dog just because they can be trained to be killing machines.
It all comes back to murder with this guy.
Of course.
Of course. Oh man.
Got to get the job
Imagine
done.
like throughout the Eden's Garden facility, just like there's a bunch of like trained animals ready to pounce on anyone trying to break the rules.
It's like, oh, you thought those posters were for show? No, those are who
Behind
we
this-
have on standby.
Yeah, exactly. Behind
Yes,
this
we have
poster
a
is
threat.
actual Wolverine, ready to rip your throat out. Oh man.
Do you know how dangerous giraffes are?
More importantly, do you know how expensive they are now?
He can only be released into the courtyard in the tree room. He doesn't fit anywhere else.
I think I do got to call it here for myself, but yeah, thank you for letting me join you guys. This is fun. Always love to yap with everybody. Yeah, shall we disband the stage?
I think that should be for the best.
Do we need to like do anything?
I'm
or do we
surprised
leave?
like the stage
No, I
lasted
think
this
we could just
long.
leave.
Like I had enough time to go from my lunch break to clocking out of work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good couple hours. Good stream. Good stream. All right.
But yeah,
Bye-bye,
take care.
everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah, y'all have a good one.
Ta-ta.
Good night, everybody.
Hello.